manager player of all time. Shadow follows 452 points in second place. The Tank is third. 482 or 62. The image is a little bit blurred for me. Check. Yes, 462. 459 for the Tank in third. That is correct. 62 and 59. Tuan, absolute great performance by the Dutch, which is a great improvement over last year. Fourth, 368. And fifth goes to McQueen, 355. You can check the full ranking at the World Championship server. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to greet the overall track champion with the Portuguese national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Portuguese national anthem. If you were not listening to us earlier, I do apologize. There were some technical issues. So if you just joined us or if you just started listening to us, this was a Portuguese national anthem to greet our overall track champion, José Pereira. You can check the standings, the full standings of track in the World Championship Discord server. And tonight we have Tour, as I said earlier, and we also have the inline team final. We will try to catch the ending on that and put it live. Guys, we're going to talk a little bit quicker about it again, as we were not live. Tour, quickly, what do you guys think? It seems like a fun parkour. We had already discussed it, but we weren't live.
Yeah, the parkour looks great. I guess we will see fireworks already from stage one, and different tactics will play out. Yeah, just going to be great to watch.
We are just also getting a last-minute update that Finn's Pizza arrived late, so I just won a very important bet, and I want my money. This is recorded on stream now forever. As we do this, as Hillings was saying, the parkours do give a lot of room for tactical moves. Every kind, wouldn't you say? Like if you want to try energy management, if you want to try long distance attacks, do you think we're going to see both at play here at some point, or do you think that someone will try to just go all out?
I think we will both see the really aggro type of playstyle with lots of attacks from early on, and well, we have some who won't work that hard until the final mountain, maybe. But we will see which pans out and be the most effective one.
All right, so let's quickly talk a little bit about our finalists.
Thanks.
Let me just get the full information of the group. Here we go. We have Leo Falandri, the French that, as we know, is probably considered tonight one of the big favorites, if not the biggest favorite over his recent performance. We have Portuguese legend José Pereira, 109 medals and counting. We have Portuguese veteran Dinley, we have Davi and Pierre. I think everyone knows them, awesome players. And of course, one of the good names from the new generation, also a great player, Joe Whiteley, trying to get his first medal. I don't think at this point he really cares which one it is in a final. Hillings, quick question. If you had to pick a favorite, who would it be?
Well, I played against some of these guys, and some are pretty unknown to me. I just see them by names and hear other people talking about how great they are. But for my part, I can see Leo as a big favorite, and I wouldn't be surprised if Joe is among the top 3 because his ability to get the calm points and the intermediate sprints, they are just great.
Sorry to interrupt you, Hillings. Last minute update. We have a special message from the current European Under-22 champion, Jonas Vidberg. I hope I spelled that well. Let's hear what he has to say. A small message to him for all the finalists of this night.
Hi, Jonas Vidberg here. I'm the Under-23 European champion, riding for Unext professional cycling team. I have many great memories playing Pro Cycling Manager when I grew up, and I just wish all the participants in the World Cup coming up now great luck, and I love to see some good racing. Thanks. Hi, Jonas Vidberg here. I'm the Under-23 European champion, riding for Unext professional cycling team. I have many great memories playing Pro Cycling Manager when I grew up.
Thank you so much. That was a great encouragement to everyone I think here playing. Do you agree, Hillings?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, finally we look at the parkours, and now we can speak a little more specifically about them. I'm particularly excited about stages 1 and 4. The 2 summit finishes, to me, are always the most exciting part. But on the other side, everyone knows I also love the finishes that involve the downhills, because they're very unpredictable, and someone can definitely try and go a little bit further away from the energy management to try something. Where do you think it's going to be decided?
Well, of course, with the mountain finish, you get always seconds. Separating stage 2, I don't think we will see that much, but honestly, on stage 3, with the last mountain being so hard and it's flattening out at the end, we will definitely see some attacks.
Yeah, there's that huge downhill, as we all know, where the recovery is possible for that little landing. So I also expect a lot of attacks there, and it's going to be crucial to be well positioned at the top of that climb to try and follow everyone that tries, right?
Yeah, and these guys, they are so good that if you give them a finger, they take the hand.
Indeed, that's indeed an actual great observation, because, like I said, we have Leo, Jose, Denley, Davi, Joe Whiteley, and Piero. So none of them started playing yesterday. I mean, some are veterans of years, obviously. Some more recent players like Joe Whiteley, but they all have the curriculum to be here right now. They've all had awesome results recently or over the years. On one hand, we have Leo Landry, one of the biggest names right now when it comes to PCM players. He's been having amazing results. On the other, we have Giuseppe Freba, 109 PCM medals. I mean, I don't think that record will ever be matched. Do you think it's just between these two, or do the others have a big word on how this will end?
Of course, it's a battle between 6. I think what we could see from FT Bank, Dinley, a real underdog in this battle. But we know he plays a lot with Jose Pereira, so you never know.
I hope no one falls in the mistake of giving too much space to Dinley just because they might think at some point, okay, he's a great player, but he's an underdog here. Maybe I don't need to worry too much about him, because we want to see a close final until the end.
Yeah, and Davi, who did excellent last World Cup, you can't really not watch him.
Yeah, I mean, former world champion. He's not been having the best of seasons when it comes to finals this year in the World Championships. I don't think in the Champions League either, if I recall correctly, but he's still Davi, and he's still able to bounce back on one night. As we're starting the first stage, so
yes.
Let's see.
First stage we start off with Passa Podoi straight from the start. So maybe we'll see attacks even from the start.
Yeah, I mean, I have some expectations for this stage. It's not the decisive stage, in my opinion, as we already talked about, but I did have some expectations here.
Well, you might not win the tour on this stage, but you might lose it.
Indeed. And maybe we can actually see someone trying the full distance here. The long range attack, there's certainly room for it.
There's definitely room for it. It's not a super short stage either. I think the most we will see here is the battle of the calm points. I think everyone will end up pretty much the same time, but it's the calm points that would separate this stage.
What do you expect to see in here regarding the actual KOM points? Do you think that some people are gonna just try and go for them with the leader at these Cat 1s, or they're just gonna play it safe and go with another rider like the 78 one?
Well, there's 4 stages. There's a lot of mountains. I think it's possible to win the calm with maybe another rider than the captain. But certainly some will try with the
it is, and that's why I have the big doubt of who many will actually try and work towards it for the captain, because as we know, a lot of KOMs, 4 mountain stages pretty much, and obviously some people will probably try and play the energy game. And as we have the first breakaway, we have Piero with 2 guys, one of them is the puncher, and we have Denley with 3.
Yeah, both sending their puncher already.
Oh, Darby's sending the 78 mountain guy.
So does Leo Flandry.
Yeah, and I think Jose Pereira was leaving with someone as well, and Joe Whiteley now joining. So everyone joining the actual break.
Shadow is currently bugged, it seemed.
I don't think. Yeah, I think he was just going too slow, and Emma was reminding him to not finish out of time limit, or else he would bug everyone. Yes, I know. I'm clarifying it. He is the external host. So right now we have Dinley about to take the first KOM. He has the 78 mountain and the puncher here, if I saw correctly.
That's a strong breakaway, and maybe that sets the tone for Dinley's day today.
Do you think that this is not just KOM? There's a tactical plan here?
Well, we have both guys. We have Piero sending his captain already in front.
Bold move. I mean, we were hoping to see someone trying. I just did not know it was going to be this soon, but it's actually any good as point as other, I guess.
Yeah, well, like, why not? Why not try from the get-go?
I mean, there's certainly terrain for it.
But it's optimistic.
Yes, to say the least. It's at least brave. Reminds me of Fravo having to play team inline 5th place final alone, which we knew he wouldn't have a chance, but he still decided to do it, and he did quite well. 137 points, if I recall correctly, only being able to use the captain once, so I don't think that was bad. Okay, so now we see. The race is completely shattering with all these moves. Main break is still Dinley, 51 seconds.
Well, within this move, if he keeps this distance, he almost got a minute. He can take the intermediate sprint, and he can take another calm. I think the Piero's attack, that's just going to waste. And
I believe he was already caught. Can you confirm that, Emil? Piero? No. Yes. Yes, because in H3, he's there. So
we have 3 groups now.
Oh, wait, that was too quick of a transition, Emma. Can we see who Piero has in there?
Piero sent 2 guys up towards.
It's Puncher and 77 Sprinter. So 5 kilometers to go. Maybe he still wants to do that extra effort to catch the intermediate sprint.
Well, all points matter today.
Indeed. Let's see if he still has time to actually dispute it. 3 kilometers to go. It's going to be very close. I think Inley has this one. Yeah, there we go. He's going to launch. And yeah,
but this
and
could also
he doesn't need him. The distance was good, so he didn't even need to launch. He just paced a little bit faster, and there we go, easy peasy.
Nice way to save a little energy, but this might be a move from Piero to actually get up to Dinley, so they're a 5-man breakaway in the front.
Oh, and we already have Joe Whiteley working in that group, and Piero again making a move. Very aggressive race from the Italian right from the get-go.
It seems like Leo doesn't want him, and
I mean, can you blame him? It's Piero Ciacca. Given time and space, I don't think that would be a smart option.
That's true. I don't see anyone else working alongside Leo, though.
Joe seems to join now. Oh, no, just Leo. I think he was just behind. We have Jose. All right, another attack that is gone. Pretty much closed by Leo, so Leo did not want to give any room. And with that said, Piero, even though he just got caught, I think he was starting to pace again in the peloton in the favorites group. Yeah, there we go.
That might be his tactics for this today, high pace.
I mean, that's an interesting one. Given that there's an actual summit finish, I would think that the room to try and ramp up the pistol roll might also cost. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely agree. But that's why I think it's kind of interesting to watch what Shadow is doing.
No, Shadow is external host.
Oh, Shadow. Okay, sorry.
No worries. All right, as we have Piero once again ramping up the pace a little bit more. Someone is saying Frabo style in the chat. I didn't see who it was. I apologize. It's quick moves where I have to look to several windows. And Piero goes again, and there goes Piero Ciacca. 4-man attack tour final. This is as good as it gets, and Leo Falandri once again is the guy trying to control it. Let's see if he actually follows.
Leo has apparently been talking to Miko today, chasing everything, like the French does.
And he goes. Leo goes. Leo not in the mood to pull everyone with him again, just says, F this, I'm gonna go.
Now everyone else has to follow.
Yeah, exactly. So, the final is shattered. It doesn't get better than this to an actual race start. And Piero down lost Oz down to 3-man, 3 for Leo Falandri as well. The importance of having 2 up front might be vital to Piero here.
Yeah, everyone has the guys up front. They know they're important. Dinley's taking points again. He has only 3 minutes already, so he takes all the points at the top.
Very, very comfortable lead. So these points will be easy 1, 2, 3 for him. And he seems to be racking up the points for his 78 mountain guy, which is, I would say, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
Indeed.
And
there goes Piero in the E3 group with Visconti sprinting for the 4th place of the KOM.
Yeah, he might get the top 5 with him in the KOM. The KOM would definitely not be decided on this stage, but it's...
No, I don't think so as well. And this is not inline, so I do think he just wants to maybe keep a little bit of separation there so that he can still have use for his puncher if he manages to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
And he's not far, 24 seconds.
And Joe is up with Piero now.
Oh, Ivar, if you could see that.
Leo got his entire team up.
Wait, is Chris Froome there?
No, I don't think so. If I got the correct overview, we have Leo with his whole team up the front, Piero here in the back.
Okay, Joe is going with the 78 mountain guy, Simon Yates, I believe, or Adam Yates, one of the Yates.
Dinley attacked at the back also once, but I don't know if it managed to get away or if he just stayed in Pelton.
Yeah, it's a completely shattered race by now. It's really hard to follow all the fronts without an actual moto man, other than the obvious streamer in the EMEA. But it is looking good when it comes to a tour final.
Right now, Leo looks like he's having a commanding stage. He has his entire team in front of the captains.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can see how hard he's working now.
I would say he took advantage of the Piero move, so to speak, following it, but just kept going. A lot of distance that has been shortened, though. They're not that far from either E2 or Denley, that had around over 3 minutes, now had a little bit less. See how it goes in this small climb.
It's less than a minute, but they had to burn some energy on their helpers, so I think it was a great move from Leo this.
Let's see how it pans out, though, because the chase is being done here in the favorites group.
Davu, it seems like he tries to bridge it now.
It's a brutal final climb. If you die on like last 500 meters there, you lose around 40 seconds or something.
Oof, that's going to be a huge time.
They're going up Paso Gallo now. 15k long, with an average of 8.1%.
All right, let me just quickly do a roundup. Chris, Luan, Hush, Joe Whiteley, Slami, Proudbo, Ivar, and Failed Pixel. If I forgot anyone, I'm sorry. Thank you all for being here and chatting with us. We'll talk to you in a little bit, and thank you to the 22 now 21 viewers that are currently following us.
Thank you for watching.
As we move back to the race, it's 22 seconds now. Groups are about to merge. Davi putting on the pace. Joe Whiteley a little bit behind. What a shocker.
Joe is just doing like the regular PCM UK guy does. Stay at the back.
Yes. Which sometimes, not the situation, as he has it over control here. He's cold-blooded and doesn't panic when there's those little gaps. But someone that's not used to playing this game might end up having that situation where he completely falls apart if he doesn't know how to get back slowly and easily.
So like you and me then?
What, sorry?
So like you and me, if we were there.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. I mean, with these guys, yes, absolutely. On a normal day, maybe not, but with these guys, absolutely, yeah.
Let's see, Dinley has his 3 guys up front still. They are so strong they should be able to take this first cat.
And Dinley keeps up racking the points. So that's
seems like he lost one of his guys now.
Yeah, I assume it was the 70 mountain guy. It's been a long break. I would assume he would. Yeah, it was Walmay, the 70 mountain guy.
Yeah, the TT guy, but he can do some work in the Pelton, still.
Yeah, absolutely. If he gently sends him down, he can still do some protection work on the peloton or even some pace.
Some protection work, or maybe be a water boy.
Oh yes. Maybe I'm sure he will do better than Andrea Malora in my teams. I mean, the guy never manages to get a water bottle in freaking time. It is what it is. As we reach 25 men in E3, and then he still has, give or take, around back to the same 3 minutes. João Almeida is about to be caught. I think it's the 70 mountain guy, if I recall correctly, and he still has 2 men up front to try and get the points in this first cat. It's 11 it's 11 kilometers. How much do you guys think that the gap can fall here?
Well, it depends on the pace. I don't think the favorites will pace too hard on this climb, to be honest, because it's not too much to get energy to get from the first mountain to the second mountain here. Might maybe see that maybe all punchers are actually left behind at the top, and they're going to be close. But I think Dinley will have maybe a minute or so at the top.
Oh, Avi makes his move. And Giuseppe was just right behind him, was not caught off guard. Dinley tries to follow, and the race is looking like it may break apart once more. I mean, it was a little bit subtle and sudden as well. Subtle and sudden, but Davi making his move, taking the 109 times medal winner Giuseppe and PCM legend with him. Dinley now arrives solely with his leader because obviously his two other mountain riders are behind. Is this a big handicap for Dinley in this situation, trying to follow an attack?
No, not really, because his captain should be at full strength still. So.
Oh, and his puncher is about to catch his captain, so he will have some help.
Yeah, this is the great tactical advantage of having those two up front.
But Leo Falandri, Joe Whiteley, and Piero about to close that gap and say denied, not yet. And Gonçalves continues his solo break, 1 minute 50 seconds.
Now, will we see another attack before the top?
Yeah, I'm curious because we were just talking about you weren't expecting a big pace there, and I wasn't personally expecting a big pace right at the beginning of the climb or at the early stages, because the race had already been attacked quite a few times before. I thought someone would just rest a little bit before going, but they are just going all out, which is pretty much what we all want to see at the end of the day.
Yeah, we can see the time gap from Dinley.
There goes Davi again, ramping up his pace, and let's see if he gains any gap. He does.
Yeah, Davi.
Oh, but he loses one rider.
I thought I was talking.
Giuseppe is the one following. Joe Whiteley seems to be sending someone up the front. Gonçalves is gonna still get to that KOM.
Doesn't seem like anyone wants to follow Davi. They're afraid of maybe pulling the others up.
Wait, Joe Whiteley. Joe Whiteley was following him with Yates and Froome. Exactly, 78 and 82 riders. So Joe Whiteley going all out now, it seems, trying to follow Davi. Like you said, I don't think the rest seem very excited about going on yet. Do you think? Oh, Leo's already joined. Only Jose, Piero, and Dinley a little bit behind.
This is a dangerous gap for Jose, Piero, and Dinley in the back.
Yeah, I mean, Dinley himself is a little bit limited right now because as he had his 78 rider in the front, he has no one to work if he actually needs to.
To be honest, this isn't a little gap. Like, they have 1 minute 20. If they relay together, it could be already done.
And now we have the 378 mountain riders as we speak from each of them, Leo, Davi, and Joe, working together on the descent. Let's see if they will still do the same on the actual next climb.
Well, that's the way you can see the difference. The guys in the back, they wanted to save their puncher still, and with that, they lost over a minute.
It couldn't happen in these circumstances. They were going to lose the time that they just did, and I assume that there's a. Can I look at the E3 area to see who's even left?
Both punchers
from yeah, saving them. They did manage to save them because obviously they didn't follow that high pace, but the cost was 1 minute and 20. Was it worth it?
I doubt it. I really doubt it. It's interesting to see what Dinley does now with his 78 guy. If he will drop him back to his captain, or just wait for his captain, or will he try still to go for the KOM?
And now Piero says, I'm not interested in this, and leaves the Portuguese to their own as he tries to follow the other three guys. And he's about to bridge that gap with his three riders.
Seems like Jose is on his wheel.
Yeah. And then Diddley here in this scenario is the one probably spending a little bit more energy without any type of protection right now.
Well,
And there goes 78.
I think Dinlis Pinto, his captain, has only been alone from the last K from the top of the last mountain or so. So it's not really too hard. His energy should be fine, just as the others.
And as we speak, Piero goes once again with his captain, and Joe Whiteley went with his 78 mountain rider, but Piero is the one still insisting. When there is 4.8 kilometers to go on Paso Falzarego, let's see, we have 8 men behind. I don't know if Domestics already dropped. What happened there in E2? Can you see? 2 riders each. Yeah, Domestics are done here.
And not shockingly, Joe was the one dropping.
What a shock, yes. And Nibali is now on his own, and Piero is trying to kill every 78 mountain that he can see.
Well, it's a long descent down to the La Marmolada. It's a 13-kilometer climb with a max gradient on 15.5. That's going to hurt. Yeah.
At this point, he still manages around 30 seconds only. He's going to take the KOM, that's for sure. Let's see who will do second and how much will be the gap at the top. It's going to be around still 40 seconds, and Nibali takes it. Let's see the second. It's going to be Dinley with 2-3, and then Zepre.
Well, now the interesting part comes. Who will work?
Yeah, let's see that. Do you think that, Flynn, I was going to ask you, exactly you actually, do you think anyone here has the moral responsibility of working, or should they just all get to business and do something?
I don't think someone has really a responsibility. All should work. Leo is alone, so he hasn't the responsibility, but all us should work, I guess. I don't really get the move from Piero, because he's alone with 40 seconds. And others have helpers. When we start the climb, 40 seconds with 78s in the back, it's pretty fast closed. Like, yeah. And
I think Piero's move is just pretty much that style we usually see from some of the Italians that just love the attacking cycling, and I think he's just playing this to have fun and definitely trying to see if this has some success.
Well, it pretty much sums up his entire stage that he's been attacking from the first mountain.
Yeah, I mean, when you know you're running without any type of obligations, it's pretty much either a retired or semi-retired player by this point. When you know he's playing just for fun, without any obligations of anything, I think you can definitely try this, and it's not uncommon for us to see the Italians. A lot of them loving this race style. Maybe not this much, but a lot.
Yeah, we can see the gap is actually growing. It's close to a minute now.
Yeah, around 50 seconds, give or take. And I can't see if his 78 mountain. I don't think he has joined, and he died behind. So, Piero, contrary to everyone else, is going to start the climb alone, and at best with a 1-minute lead, which he has now, give or take. Is it enough or absolutely not, guys? What do you think?
I think it can be. It depends on how the tactics are behind in the group. In E2, if they decide to work together, if someone attacks,
it shouldn't be enough. Like, he's alone from the start. We have helpers behind, and his energy should be way worse than the ones in the back. So I guess it won't be for him.
Okay, and as we speak, I see Joe is alone. Don't see a second rider for him. Yeah, it's Joe Whiteley with. Oh no, he's working with. I think he's pacing with Yates. He has Froome in the back as always. Everyone else still with 2 riders, and now I think it was Zepre in the front going for it. Yeah, at least ramping up the pace. 40 seconds only. Pierre is definitely not gonna make it. It doesn't look like, and there's a high pace going, but there's still a very steep part of this climb to come.
Yeah, the climb is so hard. I don't think he will actually make it. Like we see 30 seconds now. It's going down already.
He's very close to be caught. He's on site. Everyone still has their helpers. He's alone, and he has to face the steepest part of this climb alone. Is it looking like it's going to be last place for him in this stage?
I think so.
It doesn't look good for Pierre right now. Depends on the tactics that follows when he gets caught. Maybe Davi will attack.
Yeah, I don't think he can at this point. By the sole fact that he probably already wasted loads of energy, but we'll see. And there goes Dinley. Dinley now ramping up the pace a little bit. He's now next to Davi, but everyone wants to get a good positioning in the front, except for naturally Joe Whiteley, who is allergic at being in the front in some of these climbs. Oh, but he comes from the right side as I speak. Like just like he was listening at this stream and saying, "Sean, screw you."
Well, we see here that Dinley hasn't been really punished by his attack early on. He might lose his 78 guy before the finish line, but most others will most likely as well. What's interesting is actually to watch if Piero is losing any time here, because it seems like everyone else is gonna finish and we get a mountain sprint.
That's by the looks of it, that is the expectations of what we'll have at 2.5 to go, because everyone is getting ready for it, and Piero seems to still have enough energy to at least endure that sprint. Let's see if someone decides to go early. That's the big question.
From from what I've seen earlier, I think we should watch out for Leo in this sprint.
Yeah, one of the most accomplished sprinters, I think, in every type of terrain. But also Joe Whiteley and Davi are really good at this. The actual mountain sprint, I think here everyone has a good chance. And it's 600 to go. No one actually went for it. Yeah, they're going slowly. Joe Whiteley launches while he's on the center. Zephyr on the left, right close to him. Let's see if the Britcan winner is it going to be the Portuguese. Is someone going to die? It's going to be Froome. It's going to be Christopher Froome. Giuseppe Leva is going to be passed by Leo. It seems Davi on the right side, and it's Joe Whiteley.
Great start for Joe.
Great start for the Brit. Joe Whiteley taking stage 1. Davi is second. Leo is third, and then come the Portuguese and only Piero. Guys, reactions.
I think it's safe to say that Dinley had a great stage. I don't think he lost too many seconds, if he lost any seconds at all. But he got a great start with all the KOM points. Of course, great move by Joe, who's been laying
very
low the entire.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, like it's normal to watch the UK guys.
Well, I wouldn't put that label on all of the UK guys, but sure. Most of them, yeah.
My guess is Dinley lost around 20 seconds and Pierre around 40.
Let's see if that confirms. And if this is true, it would be a significant difference, because in the mountains, every second might make a difference at the end of the day. You guys agree? Considering especially these parkours?
Yeah, from experience, I've lost so many mountains on seconds. So yeah, this is true.
So, Christopher Froome, Joe Whiteley, winner, chicken dinner on stage 1, but there's still 3 other to go. And some of them are not really different from this at all. Slight downhill finish, another summit finish. There's still a lot of mountain to come, pretty much. I think it's the wet dream final for many PCM players here when we have 4 mountain stages. So a lot of it can still happen. And there we go, 4 seconds and 38 for Piero and 14 for Dinley.
Yeah, 14 seconds for Dinley. That's nothing compared to what he gained with having the KOM jersey.
I was sad that Gonçalves almost risked out of time limit. That didn't happen though. And he leads the KOM 42 points, Christopher Froome second. So it was worth at the end of the day racking up points, but Christopher Froome isn't that far away. So is this going to be a fight between British captain and 78 Portuguese rider, or do we expect to see more captains in the actual fight for this KOM?
Well, this stage we can get some KM points. I don't see any captain going for this, so I think Gonçalves and then they will increase their gap.
Finn, from what we saw here on stage one, obviously at the end of the day we have to say the masked man won because that's usually the winner. Piero, obviously his tactic didn't work out. Who else do you think did well and good and bad on this stage?
Well, I won't. It was a bit a bad situation for Dinley then, because he had pretty perfect situation with two helpers up front, but fucked it up a bit with being isolated after two attacks with helpers behind. So Dinley give himself a perfect situation and then fucked it up. So he played like, I don't know, not bad, not great, I would say. Piero did a great race force, fucked it up for himself a bit, but can still recover it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but in all honesty, do we really expect him to be doing energy management in the upcoming stages? I mean, after his aggressiveness on stage one.
If you look back, I think it was in semifinals. He did like an attack in last stage, gained 1.5 minutes on, I don't know. Didn't he even play Davi, I guess, and take 1.5 minutes and qualified with this? I'm not sure, to be honest.
All right, so there's a lot of stuff here to be seen yet.
Well, they're playing a hilly stage now. The hardest one has to be the Santa Maria Maddalena.
It's pretty much the only hilly stage, quote unquote, on the whole tour. I still think it's a pretty solid mountain stage due to the actual several KOM points that are there at stake.
Yeah, and the final climb, the Muro di Muzzano, it's cruising 4K, average of 9%.
All right, and just check something.
And we can see here already Dinley trying to secure his KOM jersey, going with Gonçalves.
Yes, he does, and I'm trying to see who has who in the first group. I see a 77 sprinter for Leo. I see 70 mountain riders.
Leo was up with his puncher.
I was trying to understand how many people actually have the 78 there, except for Dinley, who is taking 4 men. There's the Prela also, and I think Leo has the puncher, and Davi goes with 4 men, so I assume, yeah, he definitely has the 78 mountain men there. So does Joe Whiteley. So with this point system, the GC overall winner is the most likely gold medalist here, but you still have to keep in account the actual stage wins and the secondary classifications.
Yes, definitely. And if you can rack up the KOM points and you get the stage win, a second place can be enough.
Let's see. Right now we have yellow jersey Joe Whiteley and KOM jersey for Dinley. I assume that's the points classification. Well, there was an intermediate sprint, if I recall correctly, but I think Christopher Froome should have that. Can you confirm, Maya?
Yes.
Yes? Oh,
I know.
as expected, yes. Because it was, I think it was just one intermediate sprint, if I recall correctly, and obviously stage winner takes far more points. So right now, Froome 2 jerseys, but there's still a lot to go, and see if Dinley can actually hold on to this KOM. I see Paella speakers in the chat. Hello, Nacho and Miru. Welcome. I almost died now choking in my own water. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to everyone that is here. We have 25 viewers right now, so we've been peaking and growing a little bit more.
You can see Din is just taking the points, securing his KOM point jersey.
Oh, really? So, Emea says, with this system, who wins GC likely wins. And he says this because provider of stages, stage 1, him, stage 2, him, stage 3, him, and stage 4, him. So basically this tour is offered by Emea90, our departing president. We will forever miss your press TM moments, but we hope to see you back soon.
What finish that would have been?
So 4 stages provided by Emea90, and that's why we always see the nice places he finds for the intermediate sprints that are usually, in most cases, in places where if the captain actually goes for them, sometimes it's just a waste of energy.
Yeah.
Obviously, here there's a lot of people in breaks, so that shouldn't be an issue.
And we can see that Din will take the intermediate sprints here as he did last stage as well.
Let's see. He has 45 minutes, so the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the sprint, and that much is guaranteed. But how long can he take this gap? It's 4 of his guys versus 4 behind, so numbers are even, and he moves with 2 to the front. I think that was just a small cut there. Don't know what happened.
I wonder if Costa is the one with the most intermediate sprints.
Yeah, maybe. I think that might have been the issue, and he had a double train there, I think. And here comes Davi. Zephyr and Leo aren't far. I see Joe Whiteley working as expected to control this distance in the favorites group. Still peloton with 19 men, I guess. And 17 men have arrived. Everyone catches up to Dinley. Trying to... I think everyone in there has a 78 mountain, right?
Yes, and surprising to see is Piero is not among them.
Not sure if Leo has one.
No, Leo has his puncher.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
and
so.
Piero is missing from the breakaway.
Yeah, I was... Joe has Yates there.
Yeah, Joe has both his 78 climber and his puncher.
Yeah, I was talking. Emea was saying no, but yes, he does. So Piero is not in the break. Yeah, I hadn't even remembered of that. Big shocker there. Is he saving energy after that first stage? What do you think, Finn? Is Finn still here?
Finn is muted.
Yes, I am.
He's just eating pizza.
Okay, I'm sorry to disturb you.
No worries.
I was wondering, do you think if Piero was saving a little bit of energy after that first stage, recovering?
Yeah, I don't think he will make a move in this stage. It's like it's not that hard stage. No one will lose time here, I guess.
Yeah,
so
unless there's a really big incident, right?
Yeah, but you can make a long range attack and maybe gain some time if you want to waste energy. But Piero shouldn't do this, as he wasted some energy in first stage.
We would like you to actually share a picture of your pizza. Emea wants to know if he has to legally prosecute you as the food police.
My pizza is already gone now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emea. His pizza is already gone. You have asked for it too late.
It didn't look perfect. But
it didn't look perfect. Emea, I would ask you to open an IMA court over this, please. An IMA court case, and I want to do an appeal. Oh, yes. I
Piero is attacking from behind now, it seems.
Oh, Piero is going to join the party? Let's see. Yes, he is. with his 82, no, 77, and who else? Having trouble with the Discord image here.
The 76 cobbler.
The 76 color rider. So,
The most useless guy in the DB.
I mean, I'm still hoping maybe in the next World Championships that we could have an actual lighter DB with a few more actual options for different leaders. Like, for example, you see the part where you either want to take a better climber leader, or you choose the one that has less climbing ability but more time trial, if there's a time trial, for example, or cobbles if there was a cobble stage involved. I think something like that would open for more tactics. What do you guys think?
Oh, you mean like more like a semi-ladder?
Yes, more like, yeah, I guess pretty much a semi-ladder at this point. Would you guys prefer the semi-ladder style or the actual ladder style?
I haven't played too much semi-ladder, to be honest. So, but yeah, it's mostly relevant for the tours, I guess.
I mean, there's several types of leaders when the DB is well done. I remember La Liga had several interesting choices, and it was a really fun tournament, except for Daniel Miko doing Daniel Miko things.
We all know that.
Sorry?
I prefer ladder, to be honest, in a World Cup at least. Semi-ladder could be interesting, but in a World Cup, like, if you can choose, then of course you have to choose, but it's more like a fun tournament where the one with the best mind in choosing his riders and not the one with the best player wins, in my opinion.
All right. I mean, obviously, we all like the latter part because everyone with the same riders, we're trying to look for the better player. I do personally quite enjoy the semi ladder for a lot of tournaments because it's fun. But maybe you guys are right, and maybe the ladder is the way to go in the World Championships. After all, we are looking for the world champion, so I don't think that is a bad argument at all. So we're looking for the best player under the same circumstances, I guess.
Now we can see Piero is up with his two guys, and now everyone has people in the breakaway.
So 144 lead. That's not a big lead for this break right now, and we have.
Din is just going for KOM again.
Oh,
Just
it's
securing
friendly.
it.
For some reason, there's some picture issues with me here. Hold on, some image issues. Sorry.
Davis on his wheel. They're
Okay.
actually getting a gap now.
All right,
about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. It is back on. 34 seconds. This is the KOA. Let's see the KOM. Let's see if Davi is gonna upset the Portuguese, or if he's just gonna be happy with keeping that gap. If Emir shows us who actually wins the KOA. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And
That's 1, 2, 3 for Dimly. So Davi, sorry, only interested in the actual gap. And Piero already with a 4-man train. I assume getting ready to do Piero stuff.
Davi was sleeping.
Davi's dropped.
Yeah, I guess he was just sleeping a little, but
He's gonna.
He's coming back.
He should come back. 31 seconds. Who's pacing? In the main group?
Piero and Leo and.
No. It's Joe Whiteley and Zapera trying to reach the Piero break. So Davi, I guess. Yeah, I guess Davi was just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time because I remember that Piero was already moving when this was about to happen.
I was so too busy focusing on getting 4th, 5th, and 6th in the KOM.
Yes.
That's an interesting situation, though.
Yeah, that's the drama now. 49 seconds.
The gap for Davi? It's already 48 seconds.
Yeah, it's 1 minute now.
Yes. I think Davi
oh my god.
Davi pacing with 65% now isn't really helping him.
I guess he's dropping people now. I didn't see.
He's dropping someone back now.
Emma, please, let's stay in here for a bit as we have one of the candidates about to lose time if he can't recover. Now Cataldo is about to arrive for help. Guys, is this gap closable?
It is. It should be. but it will be hard now. It will be hard now. It's already about 1.5 minutes.
At the expense of some energy, I would say.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard on the energy, and it might not be noticeable this stage, but it might be.
It might come back to bite him, right?
Yes.
All right, 130, still around 130. He is now putting up some big pace. He's gonna try and take advantage of these climbs to close that space as soon as he can, and now cleverly sending 2 guys behind to try and make that gap close faster, taking advantage of the PCM mechanics. But everyone still pacing hard, so at the end of the day, he's still gonna have him only as helpers. No one's giving him an actual chance right now.
And Dinley is actually not winning a comp.
It was Leo, I believe. Dinley was second, and I don't remember who was third. Maybe Jose.
Yeah, but it's a 4-cat, so it's only 2 for
It's
first.
2 points. Oh, even though then Dinley still got 1 point. At least he's keeping the tradition of scoring in all KOMs so far, I think. And Davi is suffering in the back, and now pacing extremely hard, taking advantage of the downhill portion. Still over a minute. He has to make it happen as quickly as possible.
And I guess Joe is the happiest guy in the peloton right now. You don't have to work. Everyone else is doing it for him.
I mean, you can't really blame him here, can you? He's the yellow jersey. On the other hand, the other ones are the ones that can eliminate a candidate here. So
yeah, so Joe is the lucky winner of this.
Indeed. I mean, for him, it's like manna from the heavens. And Davi trying to close this gap on this 2 kilometers, 0.7. Let's see. Still far. Let's see if he can do it already in this climb. That would be a big win for him, even though he has already wasted a little bit of energy in all of this.
Now we see
Dinley
and Joe.
Joe's puncher attacking, going for, I assume the KOM points are not really that important for him here, so just fighting for them to try and get rid of him. I don't know what that was all about.
A 45-second gap, that's hard.
What do you guys think? Was that Joe's movement? Oh, and Joe himself gets dropped. Oh my god, what a mess is going on here.
I think it was mostly just
What the fuck is happening there?
a move from Joe. I saw it.
I think Joe was doing a move to make other people pace. Am I wrong here?
That's a bad move in that case.
I mean, I'm just guessing here because he has no interest in the KOM points with the 74 guys, so why would he be doing that?
I think it's just the steal points from Dinley. Froome is close-ish.
Oh, right, I forgot about Froome in the KOM. You are right, indeed. That would steal some points to Dinley, my bad. But Joe, quickly catches up, and Davi still 1 minute behind, a little bit less right now. And we have Leo, Dinley, Jose working. Piero doesn't really care. Still has his own energy to manage. And Davi working really hard. 34 kilometers. Is it...
Guys
catch
are
yeah?
relying on Leo now. Because they're saying in chat, Leo, your time. Like, I don't think they will work longer for Leo, as he still has 5 guys.
Oh, and Joe now also has someone relaying there, I think. Or...
Just put
yeah,
Cummings up.
he did, but yet again, playing that dangerous game, and quick recovery from the Brit. And I think for Davi, it needs to happen here, right? Or it should have happened here in this mountain.
Yeah, he needs to catch up before they head
I mean,
down.
there's still time, 4.5 kilometers, but he needs to really, really quickly. It's becoming really dangerous at this point.
But now everyone is pulling with the puncher, and Davi's chasing with his 78 guy, so he should be able to close it now.
46 seconds, 27 kilometers. He is about to rejoin, but he's going to be alone. He has no more 78 mountain guy for now. Let's see.
I think he can join back now.
Yeah, I think he might have the. It's going to depend on what actually happens from now on, but there is still room to recover him. Although it's not quite the traditional downhill, though.
Is this the Italian friendship? We see the long blue hand at the back.
Yes, we do, and he's so close. He's so close. 1 kilometer to go. He cannot die right now if he still wants to avoid losing time. Oh, it's over for him. It's over for Davi, at least in this stage. He's going to need something now.
Yeah, David's out of the mix now. The gap is 1 minute. It's definitely going to
It's
increase.
unreachable at this point. It's unreachable. Now we're going to see a hard pace in the favorites group. Then there's the final climb to come that I don't even know the steepness or the kilometers, but it doesn't look too long.
The last
3 kilometers,
here,
maybe?
the last time here,
One?
Muzzano, that's 3.7k. It's
So I said around 3. I wasn't that far then at my first try.
It averages on 9.2 and peaks at 14.2%.
Oh, so Davi now, obviously, given the circumstances, distance is only going to get bigger. Is this the end of his tour here?
Well, you never know. You might try a team attack and gain time again.
I suppose that's one of the only options he has left at this point, right?
Definitely. It doesn't help him to just sit and watch. He has to try something now.
Yeah, well, at this point, 2 minutes.
And I think the next stage, it's perfect for long-range attacks.
Finn, what would you do here? Keep desperately pushing to try and reduce things, or just rest a little bit and prepare for a team attack on the next stage?
To be honest, I have no clue. But I think the better option for him is preparing a team attack for next stage now, but not losing a lot. The gap is pretty stable around two minutes now. And next stage, they will let him go, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they will give him some, or it is expected for them to give him some leverage. So he might have a chance to at least try. And here goes Piero with, obviously, his leader. Attack at 8 kilometers to go, and it's not a bad one. Let's see who's going to follow. Leo Falandri, Giuseppe Preva. I don't know who Joe has there, but I'm pretty 100% sure it's not Froome, but Froome joins his domestiques, and then now he goes.
Joe has Cummings and Yates still.
Yeah, Joe with taking advantage of that third man to get some pace going and try to catch Piero. Let's see if he can do it. 5.7 to go, 21 seconds.
You can see here Joe's advantage from Davi's dropping and everyone else was pacing. He could just sit and relax. Piero is trying to take the seconds he lost on the last stage.
As you arrive at the Mugo di Mozzano, 3.7 kilometers, indeed 9.2 average, just as you have told us before. You said it peaks at 14%, right?
Yes.
So here we go. Climb has started. 15 seconds. Nibali is alone. He's trying to maintain that gap. It's not going to be easy. They are really close and are expected to sprint at least with him.
And now the domestiques are just dropping.
Can we see the difference for the back group? I know it says 16 seconds. I just there they are. I want to see. Oh, but they didn't close it yet. They were so close. They should do it now. Let's see. Not yet.
Yeah, Piero should have won this.
Piero, I think, has this in the back. Let's see how much time is he going to take. A few seconds here. Let's see if the...
It was smart attack by Piero. And he actually got the seconds he dropped last stage.
Yeah, he's about to recover most of the seconds he dropped last stage. He's taking the win, and there goes Joe Whiteley for the second place. Still getting those bonus seconds, and again, Leo Falandri does the third. Dinley this time fourth, Giuseppe Preva fifth, and it's the suffering for Davi that now has to finish with around 2 minutes lost, I believe, maybe more at this point. Actually.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be almost 3.
It should be around 2 minutes 30 or 3.
No, it's going to be around 3, yeah.
Yep.
More. Oh, my. This is terrible for Davi. I mean...
3:30, 3:30, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, a great champion, a worthy champion. I mean, we don't like... I personally don't like to see when these things happen, but they're part of the races, I guess.
Well, the tour might be over for Davi. We will see. He will definitely try to attack. But the good thing for Davi is that he has the inline final still to play.
Yes, indeed. Another final that is not going the way he would like to. Davi is pretty much out after 340. And Piero was the one taking advantage of all the mess to attack at the perfect time. I know we didn't give as much focus as we would like to because several situations to follow at the same time. What was the yellow jersey doing? What was happening to Davi? But brilliant attack from Piero. Definitely getting back the time he lost or close to it in the first stage.
Yes. And now we just prepare for the next stage.
And let's see the time gaps. Let's see what PCM says. 13 seconds only, though, at the end of the day, 17 with the bonus seconds. Everyone else on the same time, and don't find Davi.
3:36 behind.
3:30. Oh, man. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It's just terrible. And Froome still leading the points, and KOM is still led by Dinley. 21-point-second difference now. And now, third stage. Oh my, this is going to be an interesting one. We see 2 first cats, 1 extra cat, and that big downhill before that, a little, well, I would say hilly finish. I don't know exactly what's the steepness of that, but it shouldn't be much.
Well, the stage is 211k. The first mountain called the Alos. It's 15k. It's only averages on 5.5. The second one, called the Vars, it's 10k and 7.1%. And the final one, called the Isoart, it's 16k with an average on 6.9%. And what you call a small bump, it's 1.5 hill with a maximum gradient of 15.5.
Maximum gradient. Oh, sorry, didn't hear that.
What? The max gradient on the last one
is? I didn't hear.
It's the last
yes,
one. It's last show. It's 15.5.
Oh my, interesting. That should be an interesting ending after that long downhill, though. I think the big point is going to be who passes in front of that final climb, and if someone is going to be able to get an advantage out of it. So, as we're launching for the third stage, let's see if I can get this correctly. Inline final starts in 15 minutes. Am I correct here?
Team inline?
Yeah, the inline team final.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see if it doesn't get in the way. Sorry, what?
Good evening.
Oh, Gifiti, welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a while since we've been in the booth together, I think, due to our several different real-life commitments, and it's good to see you back here.
Yeah, I was hearing the last stage with Hilling and Finn, and I have to say that I have never heard Hilling before doing the live commentary, so it was quite entertaining, to be honest.
Oh, very, very good. I'm extremely happy with him.
Yeah.
It's also always good to see, from time to time, to have a few different voices to hear some different opinions, and I think Hillings has been doing a great job.
So, up to you guys. Tell me what happened in the first stage, because I only watched the second one.
Well, first of all, Joe won the first stage. It was pretty much a mountain sprint. There was a small gap to 14 seconds for, I think, Dinley, if I remember, and around 30-something seconds for and Leo. Did you say?
And we can now say that Dinley is just working on what he's done from the stage one.
All right, and there was around 30 seconds to Piero. Piero recovered 13 seconds on the second stage, as you see. The big news was Davi being dropped. Meanwhile, Dinley has been working hard to keep the KOM jersey on this 78 mountain rider. It has been working well.
He's trying to secure points on the green jersey as well. He's second there. Froome is leading only with 7 or 8 points on Rui Costa.
Okay, and so the breakaway now is with Leo and Dinley, if I'm seeing it right.
Yes.
quite an interesting choice by these players, and some people are trying to join apparently. Jose and Joe, with the Italians staying on the group. Interesting.
Yes, Davi will just stay and then take on the first climb. He has to go.
There's that usual saying, although this is only 2 stages left. There's that saying in Tour, when everything goes wrong and you've lost GC, you need to focus on stage wins and KOM. Above all, if Davi, at least for the stages, if Davi tries to go for that, and I was just talking about it with Emma as well, that would be good for Joe. That would mean that someone that has far less chance, if any, of taking something out of this would be taking points that he wouldn't need to be worried that others would take.
Yes, but the difference with Davi, it's very big, and probably we say 90% chance of, or 99%.
That's why I'm saying this would be great for Joe if he tried to steal stages.
Yeah, of course, but hopefully, but Joe needs to control also Davi, because if, for example, Davi recovers 1 minute on this stage, he can still be a contender, right? He lost like
he lost 3.5 minutes. 3:37.
Okay, then no, of course. But if he recovers like 2 minutes on this one, you never know.
All right, I mean, obviously there's that thing. You have to keep the control of the actual gaps from the breaks. But in this sense, seeing Davi go for it, that might be all that Joe needs to try and play it safer.
Yeah, sure. Let us see. There is a lot of kilometers in this stage before the first climb. So,
and there's only around 2 minutes for the break so far.
Oh, and also, of course, I don't know. You said you were going to do some small cast of the Team Inline final.
Yes, we are. It hasn't started yet. We are going to try to at least put the final live to show everyone the conclusion of the team's edition of this World Championship and to crown the new champion and the actual inline champion as well. So what we do have an idea is to at least show the ending to not conflict too much with the actual tour that we're broadcasting.
Okay, perfect. Mm-hmm.
So right now, around 2 minutes, and can we see the actual break email for a little bit? Can have missed out on that. Okay, so we have Joe, we have Denley, Leo, and Jose.
The Italians is just sitting in the peloton so far. Otherwise, every other guy has people in the breakaway.
So, safe to assume that Davi is definitely going to try something here, just not yet.
Yeah, I think it's the long flat and maybe even the long flat between first and second mountain. That's a
very good chance.
Why he's a bit hesitant to attack so early on, but we'll definitely see Davi's attacking.
Yeah, I think definitely there's a big chance that I was saying a little more forward in the race right now, as you say. Definitely not the better conditions for a actual attack. 78 and 74 mountains for everyone in the break, I'm being told. So
here's Davi.
Oh, and here's Davi. Speak about him, and he decides to go even a little bit early. So with his full team as expected.
Yes, and you can see
here to lose for him.
You can see on the parkour, it's a tiny hill here. That's why he's choosing this spot.
Yeah. Let's see how much room he's given though to work with.
Now Joe's job is just to maintain
Joe just needs to control here. Guys, what do you think about when you're in the World Championship final and you're the yellow jersey with all the responsibilities that brings with 2 stages, this one and another one yet to go? Can that cause hesitations and some actual problems in doing the decisions?
I actually think that it's quite interesting to see Joe Whiteley as the yellow jersey. Joe Whiteley is a competent player, a very one of the best in the world, as we know, but he never showed during the season the cold blood in the biggest events to manage a yellow jersey. And I think this could pass him some damage if he gets too nervous and if he does some mistakes that he did during the season. Of course, now he is more experienced, he is more concentrated, more focused. But this is the World Championship. A small mistake and you are out. In that sense, I mean, I would prefer to be on Joe position than being on Jose Pereira position, for example.
Yeah, but do you see people actually helping Joe here? Meaning, do you think they are not worried with him as an actual threat?
No, I think everyone considers Joe a rival, just as the others. I don't think Leo is thinking, okay, I'm going to benefit Joe against Jose because I think it's easier to beat Joe. I don't think people think like that. I just think that Joe needs to focus only on himself, on his race, concentrate and do the best play he can. Because if he plays as good as he normally plays, he can win this gold medal. He just needs to be as focused as he normally is and don't think too much that this is the final of the World Championship.
So right now we have Joe at the gold medal, but I think that after having had a little bit of success, that lack of success that he had on 3 finals, I think it was in the Champions League. Remind me if I'm wrong. Something around that. I think any medal for him here would be a huge leap. Do you think so?
Yeah, sure. I think Joe's goal is to do the best he can.
Yeah, and he said it openly that he from these finals he has left, he would like a medal, period, regardless of which one it is. So he's very honest about it.
Yeah, no, and I'm sure he thinks like that. But at some point, we are 1 stage and a half from
from the gold
medal. So I think at this point is no longer possible not think about gold medal. Yeah,
true. But the thing is, having been there a few times before, having failed on it, will that jersey become heavy on him?
I think the time he should be focused. Yeah, I don't know. I just think he should focus on the.
It's a complicated question, though, right? I mean,
yeah. I don't know how to.
Yeah, we can't read his mind. We don't know. I mean, we're used to see a very cold-blooded Joe, very ice-minded like, so he doesn't really worry too much about things. He's cold in his answers, he's quick in his actions. But on the other hand, there's that track of 2 or 3 lost finals when it mattered. So let's see.
Yes, and the Champions League and everything. So yeah, I just think sometimes Joe cannot relax as he should, and I hope for him and for the spectacle of this game that he actually does it, and that he does a very good gameplay and can fight with the other top players till the top. So yeah.
It's going to be interesting. It's interesting in the race to see that Piero doesn't have anyone in the breakaway, though. What his plan is, he's been very, very aggressive in his playstyle so far, and we'll certainly see attacks from the Italian in this stage as well. So, but quiet start from him so far.
And I believe that, as Emea is pointing out, because he's also giving his contributions from time to time as the person in the actual race, he was just telling me a minute ago or so, because he definitely can see every single rider there more times than we can. We have to try to focus on chat and several other things. He's reminding me that basically Davi dragging for free everyone's 74 and 78 mountain riders.
Yes, and that will, of course, be good for others later on.
Indeed. So we have around 2 minutes. With this, I will, now that Gifiti is here and we have still 3 men, I'll do a little small break and I'll be right back. Back to Yugi and Finn and Helix.
Yeah. So, sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Oh, I said I would. No, I said I was going to make a small break now that we still have 3 men here.
Okay, yeah,
and I will be right back. So back to you guys.
Sure. So yeah, The race is fast, and there is the attack by that we were expecting. Davi attacks just as we reach the mountain, the mountain, and now it's up to the other people to decide what would you do, Hillings in the place of Jose Pereira or Piero at this point, for example.
Jose Pereira and Joe, I think they're just controlling it right now and just trying to maintain energy because they know that Dinley will follow because Dinley is trying to get the KM points, and that's and we will see them just trying to save energy, just stick with Dinley and Davi, and we see Joe on the back of the breakaway.
Piero, sorry, my mistake. Yes. Yeah. So just stay there and try to follow Dinley, maybe.
Yes,
Joseph Pereira is like.
No, it wouldn't surprise me if Dinley actually put on some pace at the end of the climb because
I mean,
it
to be
seems.
honest, like he finished. Sorry.
No, you go.
Like Davi getting 3 minutes 20 now, and he should have the stage already in the back, I guess. But now we will see some racing. Like he has soon the advantage he had. He needs to be back in GC battle again. And if he gains good time in this stage, we also have a hard last stage to go. But he should go away from the front group as he's pulling the 78 mountain right now, and that could help his contenders later on.
Definitely, but I think Davi is trying to save his TT guy up towards the end of this mountain, so he has 4 guys left because it's a long stage. It's still 125k to go. And as I said that, he dropped him.
So the move by Piero, just trying to stay there and not get a lot involved on the breakaway. Do you think it's good, or because the other people will have men on the front and Piero will just have all the men on the group? I don't know if that's positive for him.
I think he saves energy on it. As he has used a lot of energy on the first 2 stages and been really attacking a lot. So
it's already 4 minutes now.
4 minutes, yeah. And now we are going to see the mountain fight, and it's going to be Davi versus Dinley versus Joe.
Yeah, you can see Joe is trying to rack up some points with Stephen Cummings, and really mostly just blocking Dinley points when he has the chance. Because Froome is second right now.
Yates takes the points, Dinley takes the second place, Jose, and then Davi, and then Leo passed Joe without spending much bars, to be honest.
This was a great moment for Davi, that he can just relax for a while. Just need to use energy on those areas.
And the difference is up to 5 minutes.
Yeah, if it's over 5 minutes going into the next mountain, that's going to be dangerous because you can see it's just increasing.
Yeah, so it's 5 minutes and a half, almost 6. And be aware of something that our president is telling us, and that is actually very true. If Piero accelerates in the flat part, he attacks, or he accelerates in the next climb, every other 82 mountain will be on the group alone. Because the 78 and 74 riders of every other player is on the breakaway.
Yes.
What means that maybe a Piero move can really damage the others. Except Davi, of course.
Yeah, seems like the Italians has maybe actually recon this stage. Maybe talked about it.
It's a very good... point at this moment. Finn, what do you think about the Italians move right here, both Piero and the Davi move?
I don't know, to be honest. Davi move looks pretty good. Like, he has 5 minutes now. I think he can recover the 3 minutes he lost last stage. I don't really know how the collaboration will be behind. For now, it isn't really good. Piero move, I don't really know. Jeez. He sees... Yeah.
Maybe at the next climb? if the difference is still big. I mean, the difference is now down to 5 minutes again.
Yes, and then now soon you will see that Dinley would go up front and work to get the inter-sprint points. Because if I'm not mistaken, Rui Costa is there, yes. And he wants to take the points and at least get second with Froome winning it, or try to get first.
Yes, difference is actually very, very big. So
it's more stable now at 5 minutes, but it's up to Joe and Leo to work. Jose, I don't know where he is in the, I think it's 30 seconds behind or so.
Yeah, more or less. I think.
But now they're testing Joe.
Yes, Joe is the one that is the leader, so of course he gets the responsibilities.
Yeah.
This is part of the point of being the leader.
Now we get into sprint. Let's see how that pans out, and if you can see now Dinley coming on the left side with Rui Costa.
Yes, it's going to be Dinley trying to get the points, very important, but also there the green jersey is
yeah, and Joe is trying to block them.
Yes, let's see. There goes Costa, easy, nobody is going to sprint it, so Costa gets it without... I mean, Dinley could have stopped sprinting many kilometers ago, but yeah, fine.
Yeah, I think he should have gone effort 80 and won it.
Yeah. I would put effort 60 at the middle of the sprint, and it's over. But yeah, Dinley takes the points. I don't know about last stage, but probably takes sprint classification too.
Yeah, he has taken all into sprints with Rui Costa so far.
Mm-hmm.
You notice
That's important.
The gap is going down a bit on 5 minutes now, not 5:30 anymore.
I mean, he's not going to win gold except if you win general classification, but these points on the punches, he can give you a medal eventually.
Yes, and Denise on a nice way on his way to a medal right now. I think if he can take some seconds, maybe he'll move up to fourth or in GC. Because he has KOM at the moment and his second place. Right now, his first place in the sprint jersey.
And so Leo Falander is dropping a rider from the front group to the peloton. It's almost catch at this point.
Yeah, he had four guys up front from the start, so it's not surprising.
Yeah. And now Davi accelerates, as he should. The mountain will start soon, and Davi will try to break the group because he has 82 mountain and everything, so he's going to try to go for it.
So as I come back, I see over 4 minutes lead, so Davi's trying to put himself back in the race here.
It was 5:30.
Oof.
Yes, it's basically Davi trying to open a gap, and the others are helping because they need to. And they wanted the sprint classification that was taken by Dinley, and also the mountain points that actually Joe Whiteley took it.
And we can see in the chat now that Joe is calling out Piero, and Piero doesn't want to work.
Mm-hmm.
Not really surprising, and we're actually just waiting for Piero to attack.
As Davi goes out, by the way, Davi just paces up into this climb.
Trying to lose the 78 guys and the punchers from the other teams. A smart move by Davi, really.
So right now, should we expect Joe Whiteley to drop the guys in the break and put them to work?
I think they're too far in front, so he won't have use for them until the final mountain. But we will see Dinley is going to push Davi here because he wants the KOM points.
Oh, and Davi loses his domestique, I believe, the puncher.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The puncher, yes. So now it's probably time for Davi to break that group and go alone, because at this point he's just bringing the others with him. I don't know if that's the best idea when you have only your mountain guy and your 82 mountain. So I mean, sorry, the mountain domestic and the 82 mountain. So at this point, maybe going alone, it's the best option, and just trying to get the two to pass the mountain. Yeah, exactly what Davi does.
Yeah, exactly what he's doing. Dinley's still holding on there with his three guys for a little bit more.
Yes, but Dinley will not last that much with any rider except for his mountain jersey guy. That, of course, is very important there to have. And the difference is 5 minutes and 10 with 3 kilometers to get to the top of this mountain. This is getting very big difference.
Dangerous. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I told you. At this point, I think it's almost guaranteed Davi is going to win this stage.
Yes.
I just need to know the difference. But of course, there's still a lot of kilometers to go, but we know Davi. I think it's quite difficult that he loses this.
It depends
So
on.
right now, the big question here is, what is Joe Whiteley doing? As the yellow jersey, he needs to work. But on the other hand, do the others want to win as well? Because if they expect the yellow jersey to close it all by himself, then they're crazy too.
What's really amusing is to watch the Italians in the.
And
peloton.
Piero is asking you to stop the man in the break, and the Piero is not working against Davi.
Because Joe was complaining and asking for help, and Piero just told him stop the man in the break instead of calling me. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Yes, Finn?
I don't really get why he is working like.
And Joe is attacking. Joe is attacking
Naturally.
Group.
I mean, it comes to a point where if no one wants to work with me, he thinks, then I have to go for it.
And Piero is just dropping his first guys right now. He was with 6 guys almost to the top of this climb.
And he will recover, I think, one of them.
I think this is more a testament to the speed of the peloton so far than anything else.
You can see now the gap, it was almost 6 minutes. Maybe Davi might actually win the GC right here, as Groot wrote in the chat.
I don't know if Davi will win it because there is still a very big flat part before the final climb, but I think Davi has a very good situation and has recovered it a lot now. And that if he wins like this, it's going to be an epic win. And
indeed, but on the other hand, I'm completely and utterly. I wouldn't say shocked because it doesn't shock me, but yet again we see a situation in the World Championships in a final where
here you see Piero attacking now. Piero attacking with his leader.
A full team attack. What has left of him. So a situation in a final where a gold medal is at stake and people yet again sit on the yellow jerseys wheel waiting for him to do all the work.
Perfect attack by Joe, joining Piero there.
Oh, very smart there.
But I think all the others will try to join now. Not sure if they got there. I think they got. Not sure.
And now it gets interesting. Now,
quite a big lead, though.
Attacks going behind, so gap will get close. So they will get closer to Davi. And now it depends how much of gap can.
Yes, I think Davi will start. I think Davi will start the mountain with a more or less 3 minute gap. It would be my guess, because I think they can cut 2 minutes till the start of the climb, till the start of his WAD in these 14 kilometers. But let us see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Who's working in front of the person?
José
Pereira finally gets to put some order in the group, or is he just going?
And this is 99.
Yeah,
this is
just 99ing it. Yeah, I was going to say it looks like he's actually 99ing it in the downhill part as expected.
Yes, that's expected. And now he's going to put the pace at 85 or something and just stay there. Now it's still 95.
And someone dropped from the breakaway now.
And
Joe
now
also putting the pace with Tal.
Yes. Leo dropping his punisher.
Yes, he needs to.
So people finally start, or it seems so that we have a cooperation established in the favorites group.
I don't know about collaboration. I think it's just a moment. For now, it's just Joe and Jose. I don't know about the others.
I don't think the others are going to do much. I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons.
Dinley, I don't know. I think he's just focusing on mountain classification at this point, and
yes.
So it's going to mainly depend on Jose and Joe. And Piero apparently is going to attack again as expected. There he goes. Nobody reacts, and Piero is going alone as he should, and no one has the domestic. Now Leo has the domestic finally to help us something, but still. The 78 mountains all on the front, No one wants to let them their 78 mountain to drop, and so I think it's a very good attack. Now I think the 78 mountains are dropping, if I'm not wrong.
So Leo
All
finally got
78
to.
mountains dropping besides Dinley's one, I think.
Can we see the front, Emea?
EMEA.
Over 3 minutes still, and the climb is.
Yeah,
about-
Dinley is there, not surprisingly.
Yeah, I
What a shock.
expected this. I expected this. So
Piero is the one now trying to take advantage of the situation because he has the 4 guys to try and do it.
look, the Isoald starts now, and difference is still 4 minutes. This is not great. Of course, it's
Well,
now only
around-
3 minutes. 3 minutes to Piero, but it's actually 4 minutes for
For the rest of the group, yeah.
Yes. So I expected everyone to be at this point, basically where Piero is.
Yeah,
But as Piero attacked, it's a very good move, and maybe Piero can recover this space.
so
I
it's
think-
looking good for the Italians right now, at least in theory.
Looks very good. And the difference is going down, and this 3 minutes, barely 3 minutes now at this point. And let us see, because Rosa for sure doesn't has a lot of bars, and Piero still has 3 domestics with him. So maybe they can cut the difference. Maybe. The
52
70 mountains
seconds.
of everyone are there, stopped, as expected.
It's not going down. Piero maintaining those 52 seconds as if his life depended on it.
One last domestic for Piero, as expected, and now it's the turn of the 72 guy, and we are waiting for the moment that David Rosa will die, and that Davi will be alone on the front. At any point, I think Rosa will not last many longer. Looking at the pace, difference from the group is down to 3 minutes now, 4 minutes again. But around
Let's get back to the peloton. Yeah, Joe Whiteley still has, I think it's the 78 Mountain working there.
So now we
Looks like
see
it's the moment I expected. Rosa drops, Davi alone.
Andre Costa dropped as well.
Yeah,
But Dinley still managing to follow him for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Dinley will just go there until he dies and then get second on the mountain climb, hopefully.
Pretty much.
But Dinley is actually there with, I think, his tipped time trialist.
Oh, but people are catching Piero right now.
Yeah, Piero is catch. He didn't put enough pace, and now everyone needs to work against Davi. Difference is down to 3 minutes as expected, and is 6 kilometers till the top. I think Davi has this one, but it's going to be.
Can he have the GC? Is the big question.
Yeah, that's I don't know. He's not going to lead the GC. However, he's going to recover a lot of space.
A lot of time, and this is going to give him room to try something in the final stage.
Yes, and that was the important part, I think, and everyone knew it, and difference was controlled, so he couldn't get GC, but he can get the stage. So now it's time for the fight on general classification. I mean, Piero is now down to 2 riders, exactly the same as everyone else, and the difference is 2 minutes 40. Leo, Piero, Dinley, Jose Pereira, Joe Whiteley.
And now Joe Whiteley moves his domestic back to, I think, help Froome. We did have a cut in the average there. Davi's alone. He has only 2 minutes, I think, and something, 220, around 230. Yeah, it's falling as expected. The stage is expected to go to him without question, unless he suddenly died, and I don't think he will. It's Davi. So stage seems in the bag. Let's see how much time he can recover, though. 2 minutes. The tension is rising here. Oh, and Piero again alone this time with Nibali goes.
Good move if he has the bars to do it till the top.
But Joe Whiteley says denied and kills Simon Yates in the process.
And now everyone's alone except Dinley, who gets his 78 guy here.
And we have Davi crossing the line first to win.
Yes, there he goes. The KOM is Davi's.
On the stage.
It's 2 minutes.
We have the sprint for the second. It's going to be between Leo, Joe, maybe Jose. Let's see. I think it's going to be for Leo, and Joe is going to make third. Fourth for Jose, fifth for Piero, and Dinley only manages to end behind them.
Oh, Dinley can have an helper here if he can, but I don't think will make a lot of difference in this end. But still, if he can get it, it's better for him. I mean, it's 20 seconds back, so maybe.
So 142. It's falling. It didn't fall as much as we talked about a little bit at some point, as we expected everyone to be more or less where Piero was at the beginning of the climb. So Davi still has maybe over a minute guaranteed to win here.
Yeah. Ame is saying that there is still 1 kilometer at 12%, and that you can lose time on this ending. It's true.
It's true, but I expect some good energy management for him, so I don't think he's going to lose that much. So at least 1 minute, I still think he's going to get on everyone.
Probably. I don't think he would lose that much more, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's see, because as we said, I don't remember how long that little last climb lasts.
It's only 1.5k.
1.5k, but it does have a max of 15%, right?
Yes, but knowing Davi, his energy is probably good.
Yes,
and
well prepared for this.
And it's not really a demanding downhill, so you save a lot of energy.
A lot of speed here in that, which isn't that big of a downhill. Now it's starting to get a little better. Leo Falandri definitely trying to recover a little bit of the gap there as well. Joe, Piero and Dinley might be the ones that I didn't see pacing so far. Now Dinley goes to.
Piero is waiting and attacked by Leo Falandri.
And Leo Falandri goes, trying to improve right now, but he's not going to have much space in this downhill. 3.5 to go. We're going to watch Davi crossing the line now as he enters the final kilometer and a half. Here goes the win for the Italian, recovering some time in the GC, not as much as he would like to.
Great victory by Davi, though.
Amazing attack.
Great play. It's not enough as you would expect. He gets maybe 1 minute and 40 with bonification in the GC, but that's not a lot. And he he actually dies.
He dies on the finish line. Winner is Piero. Let's see now the fight for GC. And Joe
dies in the line too.
Yeah, Joe dies in the line. It's going for Leo Falandri and Piero, with Jose fourth, Dinley fifth, and Joe sixth. I don't think the game will have open gaps there, but let's see.
Don't think so.
I highly doubt it, but PCM is PCM, so we always need to check before saying for sure.
Yeah, Dinley Rider dying could have saved Joe from the gap.
Leo Falandri takes 6 seconds on Joe. I don't remember what was the distance to begin with. 13 seconds, something like that. I'm not even sure.
12 seconds. It should be 6 now.
6. All right. So it's all gonna be decided in the final stage. Yes, NCL community. PCM is PCM, and we can never forget that. Swaxon saying Dinley, arguably one of the cleverest players, knows he won't necessarily win GC, but targets other classifications. That's true. That's been his tactic so far. There's a lot of people here. We have Guillermo, Philip Pixar is still here. Zapata has joined us as well. Thank you to everyone for watching. We are at 39 viewers. We probably peaked at more than that at some time. 41 peak now. Peak viewership, 41 viewers. Thank you to everyone for being here. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for all of you. Thank you so much. I see Tuan is here as well. So many people that we like so much to see here, that we used to playing with. We're used to participating in their tournaments or them in ours. So thank you guys.
Looks bad for Emil's helper here.
Yes. if he actually was a participant in the tour, his 82 sprinter that is not needed for this race at all would be out of it. Rest in peace, my friend. You had a good race. Or not, but now it's over. So, guys, peak of 41 viewers for the tour. I guess it was expected.
Well, yeah, it's maybe the most interesting race of the World Cup.
I think for those a lot of people, it's
No differences as expected.
expected. So let's see the actual GC, because I was looking at the stream, I forgot what's the difference. 6 seconds and 20 for Jose, 27 Piero, 30 Dinley, and Aru still 2:37. So 6 seconds separate Leo from stealing gold. Jose isn't that far behind either. Are these the 3 main contenders right now?
Yes. And Dinley leads mountain classification as expected and practically guarantees it if he gets some more on this one, and he should.
Now he has the room to actually try to focus on the GC, would you say, if he gets to, at least 1 or 2 KOMs here? Because if he wants a medal, he'll have to do something else than just the KOM. He'll need to secure, I wouldn't know the Met from the heart, but I think maybe 4th to keep that 4th place to at least get bronze. Not sure.
And I will pay attention a bit to the Team Inline final and
please do, because when it's close to the end, tell us.
Yes, I will tell you when it's close to the end.
Because we will be indeed trying to put that here live as well. Let's see if there's a good moment in the tour for that.
This is a long stage again, to take, and with some grueling climbs, but the finish, the last 500 meters, that's what's going to separate.
Okay, now I have, sorry to interrupt you, I'll get back to your thought in 2 seconds. I was just saying, now I have double monitor function for the 2 finals and another one for the chats. And Gifiti is also paying special attention to that, so he'll keep us up to date. You were saying, sorry?
Yes, 125 kilometers to go here, still.
All right, Hillings, you were saying about this final stage?
Yes, we have a couple of steep climbs, obviously, but the very last, it's not really long, but the last 500 meters, last K, it's grueling. If you drop there, you lose a lot of seconds. You can easily lose 40 seconds like Piero did at stage 1.
All right, so let's see where that leads us to. There's definitely some room here for some attacks to start, not right from the beginning, but later on, maybe in that 3rd climb even.
Oh, we all know that Indy is going to attack the first KOM.
Oh, yeah, obviously. All right, our stage maker confirming us that if you mismanage on the last stage, you will pay hard now here. We did see a couple of people dying there. Let's see how they manage their energy to that ending and how well they actually do here, considering that.
And will we see more attacks from David this stage?
Oh, and big shocker, Dinley attacking the first climb. And he's going to take the 1, 2, 3, 4. Leo and Joe joining that break. Puncher and 78 for Joe. Puncher and 78 for Jose as well. I didn't see Emma, if you could show us again. Jose has. Yes.
Davi's attacking with his entire team again?
Davi's, I guess 78 and 74 as well. No, 78, 70. So who does Leo have? That's the big question, actually. I think I may have lost Leo. There we are, behind Dinley. He has 70, 74, 78, and the 77 Sprinter. So, big question. 4 guys. Leo Falandri, is he up to something?
I think he needs to be honest.
Well, it's only a 6 second gap to Joe. Couldn't he, for example, put less men in the break and play for the final sprint to try and beat Joe in the last 2 or 3 mountains, or even the final one?
Well, as long as if Leo gets first and Joe gets third, it's the tiebreaker. But Joe has the advantage in both KOM and intersprints as it is right now. So he needs to.
I don't know if he has enough points to collect here or not, because I don't know how he is doing in that classification, Leo, I mean.
No, I think Leo needs to gain seconds on Joe.
So, what was the gap? 4 or 6 seconds to this last stage?
6 seconds.
Oof, it's going to be a close tour, a close medal. And indeed, I think Leo definitely needs to try and rack up some points here in the KOM classification. Right now, Dinley is the one pacing.
Of course, it can be enough that Leo wins the stage and Joe gets fourth, but that's the big risk.
Well, at the end of the day, a risk is a risk. It's as risky to do a long-range attack as it is to wait for last moments or last climbs of the race. So we'll see how this pans out. What would you do personally? What would you guys, Finn and the Hillings, do?
I'm a big fan of attacking, so I would attack.
Finn, you still here with us?
I am.
What would you do here in Leo's situation? Attack, wait for the end, and try and either drop Joe or finish ahead of him?
As he's only in a gap from 6 seconds,
yes.
I would wait on later on, not attack here in the end, and try to just do it. Like, he can chill a bit. He can chill a bit. He's safe with 6 seconds. If he attacks on like the before last time, it's fine.
I don't think I would do anything that different of what he's done so far in this stage, which would be definitely sending men into the break to try and improve that, especially that KOM. I don't know how he is in points as well. Definitely send someone into the break to try and improve the KOM. I would definitely try something later on and not a long-range attack here. I think that there's 2, 3 climbs, probably 2 that can decide this tour, the last 2 maybe.
I think the second last first cut, which Emil was just zooming in at, looks like a perfect place to attack. When you get to the top there, it flattens out. If you have the energy, you can create a gap there.
And like Emir himself said, and he knows it, maker of the 4 stages of this tour, this is the stage where if you mismanage your bar in the previous ones, you will have hell to pay here.
Yeah, the last climb, especially the last K,
it is deadly.
It's really hard.
So last kilometer is 20%, tells us Emir, and he says there will be gaps, guaranteed, almost, because even a small inch, can be an 8 seconds gap. So I guess the tour will indeed be decided in that final climb, if unless someone really tries something unexpected here. Davi is mainly the one who probably has to try something different.
Davi is now sitting in green jersey.
Yeah, it's definitely not enough for a medal, because right now he is last of GC, so he's going to need something more out of this stage.
Of course, but the stage win from last stage helped him. So if he can get, say, 4th in GC, that might be good enough.
Yes, I believe 4th place is Dinley right now, so that should be also an interesting battle. There's quite the gap for Davi to overcome, though.
Piero is right now 4th and Dinley is 5th, 3 seconds behind Piero, and the difference between. Yes. So if Dinley, if he actually get that 3 second gap, if he can close that and come 4th in GC, I think he will be able to snatch a medal in front of right now Jose Pereira because of his calm wins.
Indeed. So last stage is going to be the decider. Right now, not looking good for Davi. He will need to make something big happen. Yes, he has the stage win. Yes, he has the points. It is not enough. So, for a medal, at least fourth place in the GC, he might need, and it will also help him greatly to have a stage win here as well. As we see movements from the captains, and we were talking about potential outcomes. I didn't even see that Joe was already in Davi's tail, and now Leo and the others trying to catch quickly.
Yeah, Piero is back with all 6 guys still.
Yeah.
Oh, for only 4 this time.
Joe has 2 and Davi has 3. But Joe, I don't know if Joe, because Emea moves so quickly, I don't know who's in the break.
And
Leo is alone, as expected, because here comes his domestique. It's 66 mountain guy, so he's not expected to last that long as well, to be honest.
But is this a good move by Joe, sitting on the wheel of Davi, or is it?
Well, my personal opinion, after what we saw last stage and how easily people can just sit on the yellow jersey's wheel, because we've seen this in previous world championships where world titles were decided because it was like, no, you're the yellow jersey, you work. No, I'm the yellow jersey, but I already worked. You guys help me, and no one actually does something. So maybe a preemptive move from Joe here. Meanwhile, I don't see anyone from Joe here in E1.
I think he's in group 2 or 3. Group 2 there.
Mail shows group 2 when you can.
E2 and E3.
E2 and E3, please.
E2, there was one rider from Joe.
Okay, so Joe still has probably the puncher, I guess, in one of the break groups.
He has Sen and Gegenhardt up there.
He has who? Just Gegenhardt?
No, Andrew Fenn, it seems like.
All right.
And then he goes with Rui Costa to win the intermediate sprint yet again. Rui Costa actually took all the intermediate sprints in this tour. So he racks up 40 points on the green jersey.
All right, so looking good for him in that regard, racking up some points.
And we will see Dinley try just securing KOM on this. I think if he gets this KOM and the next, he is 100% secured the jersey.
And at that point, will it finally be the time for him to actually try something in the GC? Because right now he needs better.
It might be. We might actually see an attack. I think it will all come down to, I think it's Colombier, the third last climb. I think we will see a lot of movement there.
My God, Team Inline final crashed again.
Yes, I was going to report it.
Was it at the same climb?
Yes.
Oof. Who was hosting it? Carlos?
No, not sure.
Yeah.
So it crashed again, so things are getting quite complicated there. To be honest.
Can this be? I mean, I still have to ask, even though the others finished, can there be a stage issue somewhere?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know how stages work, but we got through without any crashes in first try in 5th place final. And I think if it's a stage issue, it crashes always, no?
Yeah, the last 2 times it was on the same place. I just need to know if it was on a climb or not, and it probably was on the same place.
Emea, can we please see Davi's group for a while? How's it going there?
So we are expecting to see Emea move a little bit to the others to see how Davi and Joe are doing. I don't know if Joe is still with Davi. Kind of missed that comment on the inline. And I think, after all, we'll probably have time for boat races.
I think EMEA is concentrated on solving the issue in the Team United
final. And indeed, he's back.
Jose and Dinley for the mountain points.
Yes, Dinley is trying to secure here his KOM jersey, and he should be able to do so. Let's see.
Yeah, and then Jose has no point in trying to go for them either.
Yeah, I think he's just safe keeping that gap and getting... Joe still had someone there.
Joe came up there,
Was it his leader? I didn't even see.
No, it was Yates.
Yates. So Yates is there as well.
So Pierre is attacking now.
Piero is attacking from Davi's group. He's recovering the defense.
There is a big mess behind.
That might actually be trouble for Joe.
Yeah, because he was a little bit behind there, and Emea cuts us the feed, but because rightfully so, as we have to see how this KOM goes. And it is Simon Yates launching the sprint ahead of everyone, and he's stealing that win from Dinley that should still do second.
Yeah, he's trying to block points, so maybe Froome can...
And the Dinley leader is going alone. He's going after the group. And Piero is trying to follow Dinley's leader, but Dinley's leader is...
Froome has joined.
Completely alone, Edgar Pinto going after the group.
Finally, we can see Dinley move.
Makes sense. He secured KOM. Now he has to try to improve his GC. Let's just see if he's doing it in the best way.
Long distance for his leader to recover to the front group.
What? Sorry, Guy, didn't hear that?
His leader still has to recover like 3 minutes and a half to the front group. So it's a lot to recover.
And should he not drop one of the guys at least?
Yes, that would be my guess. My advice at least.
Yeah, I would definitely drop at least a guy to help do that recovery.
Almeida, and he is dropping.
Yes, he's dropping Almeida.
It's going after it.
So I called it, I expected it. KOM was secure, Dinley would have to try something, and he did. So we have an open race right now. Well, Guilherme Mes was probably focusing on the solving the inline situation. 43 viewers, you peak. It was probably trying to solve the inline situation. There was another crash. We are back on the race, and
let's see if Pinto has got Almeida back now.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand the difference here.
Seems like Pinto has 130 on the other favorites, and I guess Joe is.
He still has a 3-minute gap to recover.
No, now he got Almeida back, the TT guy.
To the other helpers, to the other helpers.
Of course, but I'm in at 30 now, and it will definitely... it's up to Joe to work now, really. And he's not in the best position.
Is also... Yeah, José seemed to be coming to the front. I don't know if it was positioning or if he was going to do some pacing himself.
Dinley has 2 more guys up front ready to help him, and they... and you see Joe now complaining.
Dinley...
This might be the opening Dinley needs. He already has 2 minutes.
Yeah, Joe says he's not going to drag anyone. Another tense situation where no one really wants to be the guy working. Meanwhile, Dinley already with 2 minute advantage, finally getting to his guys.
Yes, it's only 108k left to go. So
only.
It's only if Joe doesn't get help. If Joe is left alone
5
to work,
climbs to go.
5 climbs to go. But Dinley has been strong today.
Like you say, if Joe is left to his own devices and people expect him to do everything by his own, this is going to get complicated for him.
Yeah, and Piero...
How's the guy helping?
And then it's just going away from the others.
Yeah. Too soon or right time for Dinley? What do you think?
I think it's good. It's no point in dragging the helpers of others if you're going to try to attack.
All right. Well, what about the precise moment where he attacked with his leader? Should he have waited a bit more, or was that good?
It's hard to say. It might be perfect, might be too early.
Let's keep in mind that...
I think the move was quite good.
Let's keep in mind that the last climb is gruesome, and if you don't manage well, you might pay for it there in the final kilometer.
Yeah, if it's catched before the final climb, we can say it's a bad move, but he has to try something. I like the move. He dropped Almeida really good, so he hasn't been working really hard with his captain to create this gap. So a good move by Dinley so far.
Delicate position for the white jersey right now. He continues to be the one having to try and close that gap. No one right now interested in helping that cause.
Well, I can understand why David doesn't bother.
Yeah, obviously.
He has nothing to work for. He can get the stage win and the honor for that. But yeah, David's two World Cup.
Piero, though, still has the extra man and is not committed to anything, so expect him to attack at some point.
Yeah, but the question is, why would Piero work for Joe?
No, the thing is, if no one works to catch Dinley will pass everyone. So the old theory of expecting the yellow jersey to close it alone might come back to haunt everyone. Meanwhile, Davi is the one that has no obligation to work in any situation right now.
Maybe some of the contestants are just happy with the medal. Maybe they figured out.
Yes. No, I doubt it. I'm sorry, I doubt it. I don't think Leo Falandri is just happy with a medal, for example. I don't think players of this magnitude just. No. I was close to gold, but screw it.
I was thinking more of Piero. Maybe he's.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he's more happy with. Okay, I get a medal. I'm happy.
Knowing Piero as I do, I wouldn't be shocked if he attacked later on.
But right now he's just killing Joe's helpers, so why not?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I get the reasoning of them to obviously no one wants to help the white jersey at this point, and they certainly want to take the advantage of it. 3-14 as you see right now. Let's just see if they don't wait too long to do it. That's the main point.
Well, maybe this is the first time we actually don't see Dinley going for the KOM.
Yeah, I think he has different things to worry about now. On the other hand, he might still take them unless Joe attacks, because no one really cares about it at this point, and they just want to sit on his wheel as they have no obligation to help him.
So right now, Dinley has 3 minutes, 3 minutes 40.
And he tries to drop everyone's helpers that were still with him.
Jose is sticking with him.
Yeah.
The Portuguese Armada is going up the mountains.
And Jose is going in the front. And meanwhile, there are movements here, which Jose Pereira attacking Leo, Piero doing the bridge there between Leo and the rest of the group. And Jose has 18 seconds now.
Yeah, but Piero has 3 helpers left.
Is this the best thing? Is this the best thing that could have happened to the yellow jersey right now?
Pace is high even for the yellow jersey, and knowing Joe, he's usually sitting in the back, and
he's gonna lose. He's gonna open a gap there if he doesn't watch out. But other than that, people actually trying means the gap to Dinley will fall. Let's just see if he can follow.
Yeah, you see it dropped now to 4 minutes. But I think Dinley is going pretty hard here.
Great movement. It has been proved to be a great move from Dinley so far. Let's see if he can manage it to perfection and take it here.
But you can see Joe is dropping behind. He has to work. It costs a lot of energy just to close these gaps of 20-30 seconds.
Yeah, he needs that extra help right now.
Now he gets Yates back to help him, so he has 3 guys left.
I'm assuming that's...
Cummings looks...
Cummings is dead, yes. Cummings is dead, and he's not even going to preserve him until the end of the climb.
He's alone at this point.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear that, Key? Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, just realized.
Now Leo is going hard.
And as expected, all the helpers are now coming into play for those that managed to put them ahead. And Joe moves. Joe
needs to cut this difference.
And he's doing so.
And Davi, I don't understand what Davi is doing there.
I
No,
think
me
Davi's
neither.
just-
And surprisingly, Dinley takes another KOM, but this time he could care less about it. That's not what he's after right now.
I think
2 minutes.
I
Joe
think
alone.
Davi is just waiting for the right moment to attack.
I think he's waiting for his second rider. There he goes.
Yeah, Yates will definitely get back, but the thing is, we know that he died there. So how
has less
long will it
energy.
keep? Yeah, how long will it keep helping him compared to the others is the big question. And Davi is behind.
But maybe you
Davi
actually.
is going to enter easily now and
Yeah,
recover the bars, and he bring Yates with him. But now the point is, will there be collaboration in this group? Because at this point they are 1 minute 50 behind, but they need to cut the difference.
But will we see then patriotism now? Will Jose chase down Diddley?
if he wants to win, yes. If he doesn't, if patriotism comes into play, I mean, it can happen. I wouldn't be shocked. It wouldn't be the first time in the history of the World Championships. But I think everyone's here to win, and Jose has to keep in mind that he's definitely still on the hunt for gold here. So
Yeah,
that
but
would be.
maybe he. Of course, he hunts for gold, but maybe he's not the one who. Maybe it's like.
Oh yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Din is my mate.
I
I won't
mean,
chase
yeah.
him down.
Twan saying if Dinley wins GC, Shadow gives me a key. So I guess there's a bet there, Twan. Please tell us.
So now we get into the decisives.
141, and there's still, not counting this fourth cat, 3 climbs to go.
I think at this point, the difference is perfectly recoverable, but they need to collaborate. So let's see. 131. Climb is now, and there is no more flat parts. Now it's just climb.
Now it's
Climb,
just pain.
climb, descent until the end.
Now it's just pain left.
Yeah.
And at this point, Joe is working as he should. But
Yeah, and that means he's going to be alone sooner than later, so to speak, and he'll be alone against the rest.
And I think the one in the best position right now is Leo Ferrandri. And he puts his rider to work because he knows he needs to work too. Because Dinley's advantage just grow again to 2 minutes. They are not working as hard as in the climbs as they should. And they know that because they are marking each other while Dinley is only focusing on winning the race.
Could this be playing in advantage for Jose Pereira or
So,
Piero, who's
Leo decides to contribute a little bit in the downhill, but other than that, Joe has had to carry the load for a lot of time. Is Joe in a big danger right now, given he's going to be alone potentially sooner than others soon?
Oh, knowing Joe, he's really good at energy management, so he might be able to save it. But right now, Leo looks like most likely to come up on top here.
Let us see.
And he continues to ramp the pace, but the distance is maintaining.
3 finals for Leo, and he has a very good shot of winning the first gold here. It's going to be interesting.
Let's see.
Joe pace is so high that he even drops the group behind.
But
the gap is not. Dinley is pacing harder.
And now Joe is trying to follow with his mountain leader.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing he has for him going at this point.
Yes, but this difference of 2 minutes, I think Dinley has almost full bars at front. I mean, the same bars that people have at behind.
Yeah.
And only the wind can make some difference and get some blue bar out of him. But I think it's good for Dinley. Maybe.
It's not looking bad, that's for sure.
No, because I expect in the back to have no collaboration. It's
as usual.
It's typical of these finals to have people, and Dinley move is just very good planned and very well executed. So, I mean, yeah, I mean,
he has a minute 20, and it's hard to catch 120 going on your own here.
Yes,
I assume no one cares to follow Joe yet at the same pace, perhaps thinking in the steepness that is still to come in the end.
And at this point,
They're just putting their rhythm.
not even Leo wants to push. He does it now, but not
I mean,
even...
he paces at his own rhythm. He just didn't want to go in effort right after Joe.
But look, now Joe stops. Let us see if the others pass and continue to push.
You see, Yates is struggling now. Soon
Leo
Joe will be alone.
Yes.
Yeah, Yates is dead as expected. He would die sooner than the others for all the reasons we've seen. And now it's up to Leo and Jose, second and third place, to see how bad they want this win.
This is, again, perfect for Dinley now.
Waiting for the usual Piero attack. Let's see if this movement is this or just pace.
Piero's...
Oh, Denley is alone and only has around 1 minute. And Piero doing his attempt to go, as expected. His
Leo
time.
is alone. Only the Italians and Jose has a helper left.
And is Davi being cold enough to the point where I know what I'm doing? I think I have a shot to gain more time than people think at those final climbs? I don't know. We haven't seen any attempt from him so far to change things. Just follow.
Oh, everyone's isolated.
Everyone is down to the leader, and it's 30 seconds. Denley passes ahead on the KOM. Leo's going to be second, Piero's third, and Joe still manages to pace for the fourth.
It's very important to Davi to have Rosa here. Can recover a bit in the downhill, as is in the group, and still give a small push that can be enough to catch Dinley, or at least to reduce the difference now.
Well, we expected Davi to be the best position here in terms of helper because he was the one that had zero obligation to work at any situation. Let's see if he takes advantage of that.
This downhill is very short, however. I don't know if he recovered a lot. But at least he should try. He should try something now because he has domestic and no one else has domestic. There he goes. Rosa to the front. As it should.
Yeah.
He's just protecting his leader.
Oh, but Joe goes. Joe Whiteley attacks. We have the yellow jersey going for it, trying to close up to Dinley. Leo Falandri following. Let's see if he can get rid of Davi's helper.
Yeah, Leo Falandri and Jose at this point are just shadows.
Oh, but Rosa is still there.
Yes, they are just... Yeah, Rosa is doing his work just for Davi. Davi is pacing as he should. Nothing more than he should.
I see Leo and Jose just trying to follow Joe and nothing much more out of this race so far.
What Rosa is doing is fundamental.
Exactly. They're. I fear that with this, Joe might die at the final climb.
Joe is complaining that his game is not doing normal things. Yeah, typical PCM.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Looks like Dinley has this in the bag right now, but he needs at least.
Oh, but Piero, one more attempt to go at 3.3 to go of the second to last climb. Jose immediately on his wheel. Leo as well.
People are congratulating Dinley because Shadow mainly because he thinks he already won general classification.
No, it's too soon. It's too soon. 44 seconds and everyone's moving now.
I actually agree with Shadow. I think it is good for Dinley.
Dinley needs to win by 20 seconds because he gets 10 seconds from the
bonus. Yes.
Yes. I think it's good for Dinley. I'm feeling it. I feel like Dinley has more bars than the others.
Oh, and Joe Whiteley moves on the attack on the final part of the climb, and he's going to close the gap to Dinley.
Easy. Oh, Dinley.
Yes.
Dinley may. No, Dinley still got. No,
everyone is back together. 6 men, 6 captains for the final climb.
I didn't expect that. Oh no.
Dinley paces.
But was that a suicide from Joe?
Yeah,
I don't know. He might pay for it, and Dinley accelerating in the downhill.
If he gets into the front group and Leo Falandri doesn't win, Joe wins. So, I mean, for Joe, it's not terrible that everyone is together because probably Davi is the one with better bars and Davi can win. And if he can stay with the leaders in this final climb, and they can everyone get together to the top. So Joe maybe wins general classification and everything with it.
It's 6 seconds and
Look to the difference.
22 seconds.
Now everyone
but,
stopped.
Everyone's
and this is the worst that could happen to them. If they want to catch Dinley, stopping right now might be... Oh,
it was 10 seconds, it was 20 seconds, now it's already 30. No one is working, he's getting difference.
Yeah, Dinley very offensive in this last stage.
Yes.
Very interesting race from the Portuguese. First focusing on KOM, and then, as expected in this final stage, all out.
Difference is 30 seconds. It's a very interesting one, to be honest. And I think we'll try not to work in this flat part. Normally people doesn't like to work on the flat parts with their leaders.
Yeah, and let's see if what Dinley's doing here is gonna cost him in the end or not.
Differences grow a bit, and now mountain. Maybe it's good for Dinley. Maybe.
Well, like Emir reminded us, energy management crucial here on the final kilometer, especially. You might come back.
I think we will see attack from Davi on the small flat just before the final push.
Make it 1 minute now. And Leo Falandri goes. Leo Falandri knows he needs to go, but the question is, no one is going to let no one leave at this point. They just left Dinley go, and that.
Oh, and Joe not only catched Leo, he paced there for a little bit, then he stops, and now it's Davi. And like you said, no one's gonna let anyone leave at this point.
Davi is the only one that literally will do nothing because
Dinley, Davi attacks.
Yes,
as expected in the
as expected. Yeah, I mean, it was expected for him to have the better bars. And
1 minute 20 at this point, Dinley is going to win.
Dinley is about to be crowned the new world champion. Can this be real?
Yes, maybe.
This would be quite the achievement for him.
Yes, it's the big achievement of his career. And I think it's going to be good for...
And if it is, it's well-deserved. Great attack.
Even if Davi gets there, for Dinley is perfect. He just needs to
Davi has an unsurmountable distance to recover.
Jose knows he lost it if he doesn't catch Dinley, so he needs to pace, but so does everyone else. At this point, Dinley's catch, okay, by Davi, that's not a problem. Now,
but Dinley needs 20 seconds.
Yes, difference is down, but still, bars, it's 2 kilometers. It's 2 kilometers.
Okay, but 20% is about to kick in very soon, and there, any small gap is actually going to count, and we're going to have differences here.
Yes, but I think Dinley has it because the wheel of Davi is very, very good there. And Joe
it's not enough. He needs more time, and the sprint is about to come, and Piero is speeding up. Dinley is not going to make it. Jose is the one attacking. Jose is going for it. He's going to get the gap there. 3 kilometers to go. The sprint is going. Joe is trying to kill that gap. Let's see who can cut the finish line. First, we have a new champion. Joe is dying. It's Piero or Davi. It's Piero on the left side. Can Joe still do second? Can Joe still do second? Joe Whiteley is about to be crowned the world champion. We have new world champion, I think.
Yeah, Joe is definitely the world champion. He gets third on the stage.
Third place, no, fourth. But he still manages to maintain the gap he had for Bardet. So I think Joe Whiteley is world champion.
He wins the GC with 4 seconds on Leo Falandri.
And I believe second place on KOM will have to be short.
Oh, yeah, 2 seconds actually. 2 seconds.
Joe
2 seconds,
Whiteley, world champion.
Wow. Joe Whiteley ends the streak of lost finals and becomes the world champion. We've been craving for this for so long. Not just the Brits, I mean everyone, because all the hopes he had given us. He's one heck of a player. Congratulations, Joe Whiteley.
He really makes up for the Champions League.
You win the Tour, the gold, in the World Championships Tour. It can't get any better than this, can it? I mean, I think it's the discipline, the event that most people love. $44 viewers. And we're expecting the...
And Piero got the stage win. And surprisingly,
I'm waiting to see how the medals end. I don't remember what was Piero's difference to Leo.
Piero was 27 seconds behind Joe, and
Not enough. Then let's see if the game gives gaps.
but I think this might send Piero up to medal in front of Jose Pereira.
What? Sorry, didn't hear that.
I think Jose Pereira lost the medal in this last climb.
For Piero?
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely some changes here. Let's see. Brave attack. We have to give a great shout out for Dinley. He made the race so spectacular. He went all out early in the stage, and he almost got that.
Yeah, nice performance.
Amazing. It was really fun watching Dinley.
Not a single stage has been boring. It's happening. Things have been happening on every stage. Stage 1, you saw the attack from Piero, where he might have lost the GC. Stage 2, Davi's GC dream was demolished.
Crashed, yeah.
And third stage, Davi just had a perfect team attack, and no one could do anything about it. And now Dinley put up a show before Joe saving it in the last corner.
It looked like he was dying and about to go out, but I guess everyone was pretty much dying at the same time. Few exceptions maybe, but pretty much everyone was dying there. And Joe seems that he saved it. Jose Pereira loses 9 seconds, and you're right. There might be here a medal loss. We have Joe winning the GC. Piero on third, Jose fourth, Dinley fifth, and Davi sixth. The difference now will be in KOM and the sprints. So Davi, Piero, Leo, advantage Piero.
Yes.
Advantage
Dinley.
Piero, I guess. Well, Dinley, yeah, but advantage Piero. I don't know how many places it counts, but I guess that's first of each, I guess.
Yeah, you can see first to sixth. That's the way the GC ends. Congratulations on the gold medal to Joe, silver to Leo, and bronze to Piero.
Big congratulations to Joe Whiteley, gold medalist, first world title. Awesome performance. Congratulations to Leo, silver, and to Piero that manages from within the deep of the bad situation he was in at some point to still get his name in the history books with a bronze medal. Amazing race.
Strong performance by everyone.
It's just one of the best finals I had the pleasure to call in these World Championships.
It was sad that David lost so much time on the second stage, but it led to an awesome attack on the stage 3. It could probably be in the mixed for first place, knowing David, but well, shit happens.
Yeah, I guess so. At the end of the day, shit does happen. But it was certainly a fun tour. So many action, so many attacks, everyone trying so many different things, and it was at least entertaining. Yeah, guys, Chris Martin isn't gonna talk today because naturally she's quite closer than you guys think. So don't worry about that. So as we prepare to do the interviews, we are going to wait a little bit more to confirm that these medals will be correct to avoid any mistakes. We would like to interview the world champion and other medalists, if possible, with the accuracy of the actual general classification first.
Welcome, Joe.
Welcome, Joe. We'll talk to you in a little bit. We are just waiting for the final classification. Okay, here it is. Joe Whiteley, world champion, 216 points. Leo Falandri, silver medal, 165. Piero Ciacca manages to come back out of a very tough situation, it seemed, to 151 points. Bronze. Davi fourth, 115. Dinley fifth, 82. And Jose Pereira sixth, 62 points. Bit shocked there, I guess. Portuguese fifth and sixth. Davi still managed to find his way with the KOMs and the points to
Yeah, strong performance by Davi. It looked
To
really,
almost
truly
be in
bad
the
for
fight
him.
for the medals. Okay, we are going to go to the interview that everyone wants to listen. But wait, give me a second. Okay, we are going to put the classification, there it is, for all our viewers to see. And before we do the interviews, we are about to honor and celebrate our new world champion with his national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, hold on, I'm having a small update here. Okay, we're going for the anthem now. All right, we're back after the national anthem of our new world champion of Tour, Joe Whiteley. Good night, Joe.
Good evening.
No, I think it's a little bit late to be an evening at this point. Congratulations, Joe Whiteley. You are the freaking world champion. How does it feel?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
It's been a lot of time in the making, man. Tell us. Surely you're ecstatic right now.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
That was one heck of a race. Did you fear for yourself at some point, especially during the last stage?
Every stage I did, yes. Because the first stage, I mean, yeah, it's nice that I won the first stage, but I knew most definitely what the consequences would be of taking the yellow jersey, especially in a final. It's very much okay. You've got the yellow jersey, you have to work. You can get away with it a little bit in the earlier rounds, but every attack that went, even when Davi attacked and obviously took, I think he had like 4 or 5 minutes at one point. And I was just lucky, really, really lucky to. I don't know. I don't know how I've actually done it, but
well, we can talk about that 4-second gap that you managed on Leo in the first stage. Ended up being crucial because at the end of the day, you win with a 2-second difference. So that win, that moment, and from there on, just managing to keep up. You seem to have done the ultimate energy management here.
I'd say the stage one obviously was the first stage, so not many people are going to be going for those chaotic attacks. Stage 2, obviously, was not as hard as the other 3 stages. Stage 3, I think I actually played that quite well. And then stage 4, I can't lie, I thought I played stage 4 extremely bad in the first like 100k-ish. Pretty much as we got into the foot of that cap one, I was like, fuck. I think I might have bottled it here, classical English person in a final. Yeah.
Big question. That final sprint on stage 4, you obviously died. At which exact distance to go did you actually die? And before you answer, we have the team inline final finally on our stream here with 107 kilometers to go. So right there, you died. I don't exactly remember how many meters to go. Did you think, oh shit, this is over now?
Well, obviously, I like to just do my own sprint. I kind of ignore when everyone else does their sprint. I just go for it whenever I feel, my gut feeling. and I saw Leo Philandri or somebody, I don't know if it's Leo and Jose, going really, really early, and me being me, panicking at that point, thinking, shit, was like, okay, bang, I'll sprint, I'll just go. Then obviously, because I didn't do my own sprint and I just copied someone else, I didn't die. I lost red bar first around 200 to 200, 300 meters to go, and then yellow bar for until I think 30 meters to go. Those 30 meters felt like a lifetime.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that slow-mo indeed felt like a lifetime. Even for us calling the action here, it's gonna be this guy, it's gonna be that guy, and it did feel like a lifetime. Did you think it was lost at that point?
I mean, I thought it was lost because my rider went up the inside, which was the steeper bars. I thought I fucked
Yeah.
up there as well. So as my rider was like coming round, I was like, but then I saw, was it? I don't even know who won that. Who won the last stage? Dalvi?
Piero won that stage.
Piero, which helped seal the bronze medal for him.
Yeah, and I was like, right, okay, as long as Leo comes, because I saw Jose was dying when I still had yellow bar. And I was like, okay, Jose's out the way. Deanley's probably not going to have as much because he's done an amazing attack. I mean, we can come to that later. Piero, Davi being the second last and last on GC, I believe, going into the last stage, they naturally was going to have more energy. So I was like, okay, if Leo comes third, I'm fine. And then I just saw Leo coming round and I seen him die and I was like, and then I was still thinking at that point that I don't know why it came across my mind, but I thought Leo was 4 seconds down on me, so I thought we'd be level, and I was like, okay, let's not celebrate just yet, because I don't think.
Yeah, it was a mistake that I think we did a couple of times here in the stream as well. 6-4. I mean, it's very similar and it's very easy to mess up because of the actual bonus seconds that you.
Seconds being 10, 6, and 4, exactly, yeah. And that's why I thought in my mind, I was like, oh wow, he's gonna get 30, he's gonna get 6 bonus seconds, or he's gonna make up the time on me. And I was like, wow.
But the difference in the difference in GC is that if Leo had taken 2 seconds on you on anything, you would still win by 1 point.
Wow.
Yes. Tell us, that wasn't probably the most perfect race of your life, but at the end of the day, it did bring you your best result. How is that possible? Tell us a little bit about that. Is this just related to you or just to your opponents too?
No, I think it's probably just me being pessimistic about thinking I played it bad, but I don't know. Dinley did an amazing attack, and I said I'd come to it later, but yeah.
Yeah, we gave a great shout out to him on that last stage. That was amazing, and one of the great moments of this tour final, actually.
Like, in simple terms, Dinley did make me shit my pants a little bit during that stage, because that was an amazing attack. He had 4 riders out front. I had 4 riders behind. Yeah, so yeah, you're thinking, oh, we're even. Except from he has like 2 minutes, I think he had.
Except the actual gap, yeah, that he had 2 minutes at one point.
Like, we had the same riders.
I mean, he had more, but
yeah, I was like, okay, wow, I think Dinley might take this here.
I think everyone, especially Gifiti at that time, was saying Dinley has this, and I think I don't know if I was the only one, I'm not sure, but I remember saying it's too soon. The final hill, the final climb, is steep as hell. I don't think it's over yet, but it was close. Dinley almost had it there.
Yeah, I mean, again, not only did I think I played it really bad in that first 100k, but then I probably attacked like 4 or 5 times, I think, trying to attack Jose and Leo, thinking, oh, well, Jose and Leo are just going to look at each other, so let's just attack. I probably did that about 4 or 5 times, and I thought, yeah.
Which I always understood why, but I also wondered, is he going to pay for this at that very, very steep finish?
And I'm like, well, I'm surprised I've actually got this far in the first place without dying because I fucked up the first 100 chaos, so I thought, And I was like, going into the last climb, well, not only have I done that, but I've also attacked like 4 or 5 times stupidly. So then I was like, okay, I really need to watch myself here. And even with like 3k to go, I saw people going like 75, 80, and I was just sat there like, can't go yet, don't want the yellow, don't want the yellow. Waited and waited and waited. And then I saw Dinley try to take the wheel. I think if it was Davy. Tried to take the wheel of Davy, I believe. And I was like, wow, Dingley might have actually not got the energy for this, which to my surprise was quite astounding, really, because, think of it like 70k before that, or however it was. He was like miles ahead. I was like, how was he dying here? I mean, I don't know what he did during that stage. Cause I was
Well, thing is, and I remember this because I was talking to sorry, throughout the actual stage, and he did make the entirety of these 4 stages for the tour, and he was very specific in letting me know this stage, this is gonna make it or break it because they will pay those that mismanaged on the 3 previous other stages, and even those that mismanage it here are gonna pay because there's those 20%, especially in the end, there's going to be hell to pay right there, and it seems like it did at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, still speechless, but yeah.
Well, congratulations, Joe Wisely. One important question though before
Sure.
we conclude this interview. Well, maybe 2. First one, obviously, how much did that? We already talked a little bit about this, but how much did that yellow jersey weighed on you psychologically speaking?
It had me shitting myself every stage I wore it, so yes, that's probably the best answer I can give at the moment. But
above all, in that regard, were you frustrated with the whole usual politic of
no,
you're the yellow jersey, work alone, screw yourself thing?
Because I think when you've got players like Jose and Leo, they're not just going to sit on you and say, "Go on, Joe." Sure, they'll say, you need to do maybe 70% of the work, but I'll do 30%.
Exactly.
But that 30% is a gesture that only really that type of player can give someone else who's got the Leeds jersey. Like, it might seem stupid now for Jose looking back, he's come last in the group and he's thinking, why did I help Joe? But the thing is, if things would have slightly worked differently, he could have still got a medal from a potential bad situation. Because I think he was like 3rd in GC, had no KOMs, no intermediate sprints, he didn't really.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
so he's still.
He was last place. Due to that lack of secondary classification and stages.
If he didn't work with me, well, he was going to come last anyway. So he had to work and try something maybe to bring the in there, try, win the last stage, maybe take some time in GC, get a bronze medal maybe. He still had to do something. So, but like I said, I think that's only a gesture that good players and those players in particular, I mean, they know who they are, would do. And I think in my situation, if I was in theirs, I'd be like, yeah, sure, you've got the yellow jersey, but at the end of the day, the yellow jersey can only use his team to a certain extent before then the gap goes up to like 3 or 4 minutes to Dinley. If they would have sat on me, there was a moment where I burned up my TT guy. Jose and Leo had their punch from the breakaway. I brought mine back, and they had their TT guy with their leader. I was like, well, you can't expect me to use my puncher before your TT guys. That's just not how it works. I brought mine back. And if they would have carried on sitting on me, they would have. I mean, Leo might have even lost silver. Did Leo get silver in the end?
He did.
Yeah. So Leo, for all he knows, might have lost silver because if I'm just going to sit on Leo, I can still beat Leo, and then Dinley beats Leo, he gets bronze.
So at the end of the day, you finally end up breaking your bad streak in finals. Is that a big relief for you? I mean, do you feel that I might as well go into this final? It's in line, right? Without any pressure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Exactly how you say it. I think at the start of the World Cup, I think I said to you after the Champions League when I bottled all 3 finals, that I wanted to just get to 1 road final, and then as we had the conversation after I got into 2, I was like, okay, I'll take 1 medal.
Yeah, we did talk about
Now,
that indeed, and you were like,
if they ask the same question now, depending on how the overall looks and stuff, maybe I can try look for a top 3 in road overall. I'm not sure if about getting a top 3 in overall, because I mean, Jose who get like 900 points on track.
yeah.
And then you probably get the same.
But for the actual road overall, I assume you're still in a pretty good position.
No, maybe for top 3, but not for the overall.
Yeah, maybe for top 3. Yeah, I assume not for the. I assume Leo with this second place and still 2 finals to play is in a prime position.
He's got 3 finals and one of them he's already come second in, so yeah, that should be good for him.
About that, Leo was also someone that huge. I'm gonna go out a little bit on a limb here just for the fun because Leo is a good guy and I'm not actually mocking him in any way. But he had like the Remco Evenepoel hype. It's his time. He's been close to it. Do you think that this can affect him at a psychological level going into the what? Sorry.
Leo will win in line. Trust me.
Sorry, Joe. Sorry, didn't hear that.
Leo will win in line, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it's inevitable that a player of his quality, that it clearly is one of the best at what he does right now, is eventually going to win. But I mean, we're all humans at the end of the day. So can he get a little bit frustrated with this?
I think Leo's got bigger fish to fry. I think he'll be looking at the road gold and then overall gold as well, rather than just a golden tour or a golden inline. Although, as silly as that sounds, I think he's probably more bothered about the overall than risking it for a gold medal in one event, if that makes sense.
All right, stick around, Joe. Congratulations on your awesome win. And
hello, Joe.
But Emea is here, so don't go anywhere. I was going to say because Emea himself, our president, is here. Good night, Emea.
Good night. I'm here also to see online finals going on because they are facing Granon. But I want also to congratulate Joe because this is an historical medal. I mean, okay, Swanson won the TT, but who cares about the TT? This is a serious role.
It's the discipline, yes.
And it was one of the best finals I ever seen.
It's not me, Tuan.
I really thought that whoever came in yellow in last 2 stages, would have a very, very, very difficult journey to keep it. But Joe surprises me, and he had
from stage 1 to stage 4, man.
He had a very solid final. Of course, he rat when he need to rat because you have to play in this way to keep the yellow jersey. And he succeeded. He didn't panic. So, and we had a pretty good tour final because it was a tour final with attack in every stages, despite someone saying me that the route was bad. So
I remember I was talking with Pixel in our own channel for the streaming purposes, and I said I really love this parkour.
This was one of the best parkours that was ever done because Ivar asked me for help and I helped him, basically.
And you did an awesome job to me in this World Championship, best final so far that we've had.
So let's go to the tour final because Italy is going to be fucked.
Inline final.
Italy is going to be fucked, mate, because there is Gallic in front and there is Team NL. Italy needs to pass one with Team NL, but is in front. And if they push,
let me just interrupt you to say congratulations, Joe, and actually stay with us here to comment on the inline. We're about to see the finish. Go ahead, man.
I mean, if you look what is going on in the final, Italy is doing an historical ready here because there is or Peroni. Sorry, if they win Italy, if they win,
I was gonna say I'm sorry. I don't see Italy anywhere. I just see Peroni.
If they win, they are Italy. If they don't win, they are Peroni. Okay.
Actually, I have been waiting all this time to say that in this day,
They are
today,
coming
the
back.
final day, you are going to unveil the big secret if they win and say this team was always called all the time PCM Italy. Is this true? Can you confirm?
Okay. No, it's yes and no. I mean, the idea of not doing a team of PCM Italy is still there, but this guy are all from PCM Italy, and we decided to help them in some way, to help them basically pulling ourselves out of the team, start trash talking them, so they were not perceived as a threat, and people will then play against them. But they are really bad because they are doing a really historical here because they
9 kilometers to go and 48 seconds.
Italy is fourth. Italy is fourth in this final until now, and Team NL is going above Italy. If they end the first and second, Italy needs at least to close on Team NL to win the classification.
Yes, because if Netherlands finishes on that top two,
And
they're going to be third.
how many points they have, and they also have to avoid Alepere to win. And this is not an easy job because, as you see, it's 7 kilometers on Granon. Italy is literally bottling it, mate.
Are you worried? 7 kilometers to go, still 50 seconds, and
yes, but look, they're four. Therefore, I think Italy played too much to looking at the other team and not for themselves. Because if Team NL wins it, Village is going to win the classification.
It's looking bad for Gallic. They lose their helper, and only teams not alone are Netherlands and Peroni, and I think
and now Dennis has to go, and Dennis has to drag Alepere.
Yeah, and Dennis's job is done as he
50 seconds.
Alepere.
Dennis should drag Alepere, but if Alepere wins, Peroni lose the same. Because
it's a big gap. Can they close it here before the final sprint?
They can close only if they're a total idiot in front. Because, and they wasted too much energies. But you see, the problem here is also what Alepere will do if they close it.
I mean, Alepere has been in the wheel for all this time.
And Alepere has been in the wheel all this time. And Alepere is a world champion. It's not the last. I mean, I don't know what we won because it won Village to the World Cup, but Alepere is a world champion. And
you only need for
and it's last kilometers.
To finish ahead of Netherlands.
Peroni is bottling it.
30 seconds, 29 seconds. Netherlands is starting to pace up a little bit. Gallic is still there.
Netherlands doesn't die, Peroni have lost.
Peroni is losing the Team GC right now.
Peroni has lost.
Gallic dies.
Peroni has lost the Team GC. Peroni has lost the Team GC because Netherlands is going to win. Netherlands is going to win. No. Gallic win, but Peroni is fourth. Peroni lost the Team GC. Village wins.
Oh my.
I think unless they collected an insane amount of points.
I sincerely doubt that, as Netherlands seem to be in the front for a while. So we have crowned a new world champion.
PCM Village won the Team GC.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's any doubt here.
And Gallic, of course, should have won the line because Gallic won the stage. I mean,
who stays second and third then? In the overall, it would be Peroni second, right? Or Barcelona passes them? No, I don't think they do. And Joe, are you still here?
This is an historical really for Peroni because they say that Giordano's saying they didn't want the intermediate sprint and they didn't want the QM. So Village is winning the team classification.
Is Peroni second?
No, Peroni is fourth. Can't win Peroni.
No, second in the overall. How does Peroni do?
I think it's not even second because it was behind Portugal. Portugal is second because Peroni ended fourth here. Peroni didn't take a point. So Village, Portugal, and Peroni. I think they deserve it because they started to play looking at the classification in Tour. If you are a good team, you play to win Tour and you play to win line. If you play to look at the general classification, you lose.
Was it too much? I wouldn't say just playing the tour. Was too much preoccupation spent with an appeal instead of focusing on this race as well?
No, I think the appeal was total unsportsmanship, and for sure it had an impact.
Yeah, but this
because
this
some
meant
players
that
didn't
some
play.
of the best players didn't
But
weren't
remember,
there.
Peroni could have won the classification if they won Tour. They decide to let UK won Tour because they want to focus the general classification. They didn't mark UK. They were fine with that. If you play with that, you are a loser and you lose. And wait, with Gallic winning the inline, Daniel Miko is officially world champion of something.
Yes, I was very worried about this, and I had said this was going to happen for sure because their advantage was huge. Not only that, they win all 3 stages convincingly and tell everyone, get the fuck out of here. So this is our turf, and they win convincingly. But it worries me. The world is in danger because Daniel Miko, ladies and gentlemen, is now world champion. I think everyone is speechless here. There we go.
I'm speechless of how Peroni bottled it, but I'm speechless because
Wait! Barcelona not winning here as well, I believe.
no, because
Correct
Barcelona.
me if I'm wrong. Wait! Correct me if I'm wrong. In the actual road team classification, PCM UK manages to get the 2nd place, I believe.
I don't know. I'm waiting for all the classes, for all the classification.
This would make me a silver medalist as well. So 2 medals for me in these World Championships is confirmed. I just need to know if it's another bronze or silver.
Wait a second. Okay.
Congratulations to Gallic, by the way, inline world champions. World champions in team. Still waiting on the confirmation of silver and bronze.
So the classification apparently will take forever. But
all right.
I'm speaking with the organizer to see if at least we have the winner.
No, the winner is pretty much Village for the overall. I just don't know for road.
So Giordano's saying we played 4 times this stage, 3 times we won at least 1 intermediate sprint, 1 horse category, and the first cup, and it will always crash.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Okay,
it's true.
So we have 2 information. Gallic wins in line, Village wins overall. We don't know who win the road. But I think it can be. I have no idea. So
yeah, still. Do you have a situation?
No, don't tell the situation because the host shall. They have the wrong XML, so the host shall count all the intermediate sprint by end to determine the final classification. So what we are going to do tonight is to do the podium ceremony of the only thing that we saw, that was the team in line in which Gallic won. So we are going to play the French national anthem.
God help us.
God help us all. So this was the infamous, unfortunately, French national anthem for the team in line. Do we have some
Sad
interview?
moment for these World Championships. No, we're joking. Congratulations to Gallic. They actually deserve this to win. 3 stage wins. That was absolutely clear that they were the clear winners here. So we are waiting on the confirmation of what pretty much we already know is that Peroni is 4th, Gallic is 1st. I guess we're still waiting to see who's bronze and who's silver. This means Village wins World Championships, so I don't think we're gonna subject people to playing the national anthem of France twice, so that counts for both.
I'm asking a second for Daniel Miko about the team road classification. Meanwhile, please try to check if someone come for the interview. Otherwise, we are going to close the stream.
Yeah, I'm going to just send a message here because if wrong Discord. Because if indeed there are no more interviews, we are going to close the actual stream indeed. Because I think it's going to take a while for us to.
So apparently, it was bottled with the final sprint between Alepere and Dennis, because if Peroni beat Alepere, they recovered 30 points of Barça. So, from what it was told in chat, they didn't even need to close in front. So why the push? It's if this is true, it's a disaster. If this is true, if they just needed to beat Alepere in the sprint, but
that is, and they carried him up the actual climb. So I don't think we're gonna have more.
I'm trying to make some calculation. So, what was the points of the team in line, the team road?
Sorry?
What was the points for top 4 in the team road? Because if Barça ends second, took 2,000 points. So it's 596, and I think, yes, of course, because no, I think Peroni will win the road classification. Because
wait, really? Oh, the road one, yeah.
The two road, because if Barça wins, they will have 525, Gallic 369, UK is too much behind, and then else too much behind.
Wasn't UK gonna get a medal in team road? Or was I wrong, guys? I was told, I don't remember who else told me that if Barcelona didn't win, UK would actually be.
So we don't know what is the podium, but I'm pretty sure that neither Barça, neither Norge, neither Gallic can took 200 points and overtake Peroni, that is 535. So we can do the celebration of Peroni that win the team classification, then the team road classification.
So let's play that national anthem, by the way.
Play it. It's a sad because they win only the road, they don't win overlap, but it's still a win. I mean, better than nothing. They deserve. They play the road, so it's still a national anthem for Peroni winning the road classification. Okay, so before going to the FORA classification, we have Tuanu here. I was told, Tuanu, are you here? No, you are not here.
No, we do have Frabo here. Yes, yes, Tuanu, come. Hello, Frabo. Were you seeing the actual final?
Now I understand the thing.
Frabo
I
is
think
not
if
involved,
what-
so just silence him.
All right, Tuanu,
Tuanu.
welcome. Congratulations. How does it feel, man?
Oh, it was pretty easy tonight. We have a lot of points. We had a lot of points ahead, and we just need to control the race and just be better in KOM or ES of Barcelona. But tonight we take the third victory in line, so we prove we are the best in
Man,
this.
how did you guys make it look so easy? 3 stages, 3 wins.
I would
What's
say
the secret?
Sprint. Yeah, Miko Sprint was totally perfect. I launched him in stage 2. In stage 1, it was just perfect. He finished ahead of everyone. And in stage 2, I launched him and I say him go, and he died precisely on the line. Perfect sprint. And in this last one, we have the chance that we have an unbelievable MK with this puncher because he stayed alive a very long time. And we took the victory thanks to him, I would say, and also Miko, which helped me in the last crank for racing.
Is this your first gold medal?
Yeah, first goal for Miko, MK, and me.
All right. I mean, that's a good feeling, right?
Yeah, it's incredible. The vocal was very friendly, and we were very excited to do that stage, even if we restarted a lot of time. And after an unbelievable final, I would say, because in the Galibier I attack and I come back and MK, which was dead at the top of the Galibier, right, he wrote for me in the downhill, and yeah, then we knew that it was nearly free win.
So, big question here. I know that obviously you guys did your race and very well, actually, and we're focusing on that. But even not being directly involved in the fight for the overall GC, did you guys knew how much your race could affect that?
Not at all. We were not concentrated because if the NL rider came back on us, we will have the other NL at the front, which will help us. So it was a 2v2. So it's for that maybe we wait Jace, and also it permit us to be the best. And I knew that in the final sprint I could beat him because he did a very hard work in the beginning of the downhill, so he used more blue than me. So it was more strategic for the stage wins than the overall.
All right, congratulations, Tony. What are the goals for the next World Championships?
Oh, I would say maybe inline Tuesday.
Well, you now have the responsibility to defend an actual title. You think that will change things? Brings more responsibility, at least.
Yeah, well, I think it will change because this World Cup, yeah, I came without pressure, I would say, and yeah, next World Cup I will have to fight and to keep my title in line with maybe a new team or the same team as this. We will see.
And you yourself personally have been doing some very good performances lately. Do you want to aim at an actual gold solo for next year?
I think that I can have a gold medal this week, Tuesday, for the inline final also.
That's already the goal. Do you think do you want to aim for that already in this inline final? I mean,
the goal
it is
will be
possible.
to have. Yeah, it's possible, but the goal will be to have first of all a medal in road solo because I have already won in track. So yeah, the goal is to have 3 medals at the end of this World Cup.
All right, congratulations, Swanu. That was a very impressive win. Certainly the better team won here, no actual doubts. best of luck for the inline, and congratulations on this awesome inline final, because your performance, guys, was amazing.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, Tony, I didn't hear that.
No, see you.
Oh, okay. See you, man. Thank you for being here. Frabo, you were going to say something?
How is it possible that Dennis lost the 1v1 versus Alepere?
I don't know, we were talking
Dennis
about it.
pulled all the time in front. You see, Alepere didn't take a tour.
Yeah.
It was sucked Dennis. Basically, Alepere sprinting with that sprint.
Dennis was all threatened, I guess.
Yes, that sprint from Alepere didn't do anything than making Village won. Because Barcelona was fucked anyway. So basically, Alepere sprinting make the PCM Village, because if Alepere lost 30 points, from what I was told, but I have to check, Peroni would have overtake Barcelona in GC. So basically, Barcelona keep the third position, and Peroni is fourth. So that sprint of Alepere decided the overall classification. But I mean,
wait. Barcelona is third?
I think Barcelona should be third in the inline. Should be Gallic,
the inline.
TMNL, Peroni, Barcelona, and Peroni. I think they have to count, but I think in this way, what is pretty clear to me is that PCM Village, we don't have the points, we don't have anything. They won the overall.
It's guaranteed that. Yeah, that's guaranteed.
Peroni is for sure fourth. PCM Village won the team classification, so we are going to play, unfortunately, again the French national anthem.
All right.
Voilà, il y avait des sourires, il y avait de la concentration, il y avait...
So we have played this French national anthem, unfortunately, once again. What do we have to say about the team, David? If we made if the calculation are right, Peroni.
Okay, here's what I have to say. Sorry, before everything, I want to know, why is fourth place useless in a fucking final?
But let me say, if the calculation are right, it's Village 610, Peroni 598. So
Portugal is actually second in that scenario.
It's total second. It's 12 points. If it isn't, it should be exactly the penalty of the appeal for Grassi, because it's fucking 12 points.
Wow. Wait, but the appeal was dismissed, wasn't it?
The appeal was dismissed, but the minus.
Oh, but the original penalty stayed.
The original penalty stays. So,
all right.
Grassi said to me that he decided this rule in the first time. Then they changed the rule without saying that they changed the rule. So for him, the rule was the one he decided, and so a different rule. So for
the thing is, I have no reason to doubt him, because at some point in our own team chat in the UK, in one of those races, I think it was one of the finals as well, 5th place maybe. We were almost making the same mistake, because we were thinking that only the leader shouldn't be repeated. So this sanction at the end of the day seems really harsh.
Ivar said that this is the point before Village win the 5th place final. So basically, Village is 640. So the penalty didn't affect the outcome.
Right.
The penalty of Peroni didn't affect the outcome because Village won the 5th place classification, so they have 30 points more. So they lost for 42 points. But think about it, 42 points. What are nothing? Think how many events Peroni didn't show up because they were not able to find 3 guys that actually wanted to respect the team and put the team above the fucking random Saturday night exit. I mean, there were 9. There were Saturday which they weren't able to find 3, and you lost for this little amount of points. Should you regret it? You think? I mean, they
I don't think so. I mean, it was a very good performance, and they still won the road.
It will never happen again, this performance. I mean, they battle the occasion of the life, because a performance like this never happen again.
Well, that depends. Is Dennis really intended on retiring?
I think Dennis is going to retire because
you think you think he's not coming back at all?
He's not. No, I don't know. Considering Dennis, he can disappear or he can go back the week later. But the PCM Italia is basically going to.
He can also disappear and not return.
I think PCM Italia is going to dismantle soon for several reasons. But let's see.
That is not a good news. I hope that doesn't happen.
Everyone is fucking tired, and I test PCM 21 today. It's just a disappointment. So
yeah, I've been hearing that a lot, so I'm starting to get worried because I actually already pre-ordered it, and well, I guess I would anyway, just to because I still need to review it regardless. But it seems that a lot of people are saying that even the features that Cyanide advertised are not really what they advertised.
Yes, but I can say something else on the screen, so I will say off the record. So join Game Center, but I can send this on stream. See you later. And
Wait. Do we not have anything about the road classification 14?
I already told you the road classification was one way Peroni.
No, but the second and the third.
I have no absolutely fucking idea at this moment.
All right, let's close this then. Thank you to everyone that was here.
I think that if Village won 5th place final, and UK, how much UK end in the 5th place final of line?
First. I think it's silver for UK. I might be wrong.
Wait, okay. So it should be silver for UK. It should be Peroni, UK, and Village.
So that's my first silver medal in a world championship. I'm extremely happy with that.
UK hold the gold of last year. They didn't went too bad. Or not.
Yeah, it's not bad. They did silver, and we also did our first ever track medal. So very good world championships, and we have a solo win by Joe and Swaxon.
And to not lose the usual habits, the last team of the overall classification is McLaren.
So the tradition continues.
The tradition continues, and I think it's late because it's 3 fucking hours and 30.
Yes, let's close it. I just want to thank everyone. I just want to thank everyone that was here. Gifiti, you naturally, Finn, Killings, Joe that came for the interview, Twanu, Fravo, everyone watching. We would do this without you, and we will be back for what? Classics finalists tomorrow?
Yes, it's classic finalist. There are no Italians.
We'll probably be back for that.
We have 2 days in this World Cup, and then it's over.
Finally?
Finally, it's over. I think everyone, when it's went to the World Cup, can't wait for the final day because it's early final and because it's fucking over. So,
and because it's exhausting and there's a lot of stuff to do with.
So
I remember that.
Good night, everyone.
Remember later. Let's close the stream.
I remember
first.
last year one guy was banned after the line final, but we won't say this again. So good night, everyone, and
good night.
See you tomorrow with the classic finals. Good night.
See you guys.